Well, just watch Lee Matthews chasing Burns around there.
Michael Williamson, welcome you to the grand final of 1975, North Melbourne versus Hawthorn. Davis of North won the toss, and they're kicking to the western end of the MCG. The umpire is Kevin Smith. Barassi's pulled the first move in this encounter by placing Goodingham on the bench, and Gary Benton into the side. Lou Richards.
There's the ball up towards the Hawthorn forward line. Oh, they're all going. Gumbleton backing up very well, but his kick is smothered, hand pass is smothered, and the ball is through for 1 point. The first score of the day coming at what time, Mike?
I would say 30 seconds,
That's
Lou.
not bad, is it?
What do you think of the move? Farrant into the team, Goodingham on the bench.
Well, I think that was the logical move. I suspected this could happen, but only time will tell how successful it is.
Let's settle down to business now. It's North Melbourne going forward. Greg there on the wing, gets it over here to Crosswell. Crosswell of North Melbourne drives in towards centre half forward. Knights is leading in the race for the ball. The Hawthorn centre half back couldn't get away with it. There's Burns of North. He's grabbed high. Oh, and look at this. And a 15-metre penalty against Calvin Matthews. Burns of North Melbourne all prepared to go on. The kick from Burns going right up into the goal square. Moncrief backing back, it bounces through. It's a goal. The first goal of the 1975 grand final. Burns of North Melbourne, and that came up a minute and a half into the opening quarter.
Well, a great start for North Melbourne, and the crowd, as I said before, are really right behind this side. And that was enough to give you a lot of confidence. Back to the centre now. It'll be Big Nolan and Scott, two of the strongest players in league football at the moment. Not a good one. And North are under pressure at the moment as Gumbleton tries to pick it up. He's got it now. Bad hand pass. And there we see a shot by Martello. Not a good one, but it's a mark. And it's Rawlings got the ball. Dead in front. No more than about 35 metres out from goal. Can't miss Rawlings. He's got those bright yellow shoes on. Comes in for the kick. One goal. Hawthorn are now 1 goal 1. To North Melbourne 1 goal 6 points.
That goal came up 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the opening stanza of the 75 grand final. Well, what an opening. Sensational opening. And we're expecting a sensational day of football here. There's Rawlings. Ball being brought back to the centre. Kevin Smith, the umpire, thoroughly deserves the honour. Moving into the bounce now. The crowd finding voice. A bounce, and they move once again. Nolan comes in there. Scott gets up with him. Nolan gets a tap away. It's taken here by Little Rawlings, who just kicked that goal. He drives down towards centre half forward. Out come the North Melbourne backs. Lethal Lee Matthews picks up. Matthews is well off target, and he stuck it over the line on the full. Penalty kick to be taken by Henshaw of North Melbourne. Henshaw from the back pocket on the southern side of the ground tries a short one in here to Gregg, and it comes off. Keith Gregg. He starts burning. Hawthorn will be in trouble. A kick from Gregg, travelling in towards the centre. It's a magnificent kick too. Up they go. The ball not clear of Arnold Bridus. Rawlings comes in again. Bridus gets it over to Barry Davis. Davis up towards the half-forward flank, still on that outer or southern side. Malcolm Blight moving forward for it. Out comes Wade. Wade, a short hand pass taken there by Cable, who's playing in 44 Guernsey. Over towards Malcolm Blight once again. He's in the pocket and the ball trickles over the line. There'll be a throw in. Yes, Cable in number 44 Guernsey there, Lou.
Yeah, Cable in number 44, and the ball is out of bounds about 30 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Kekovich at the back, got the sit and got the knockout, but it's taken away by Jaworski. Gets it out wide to the half-back flank, bounces the wrong way for Rowlands, pushed out again by Feltham, and the ball is out of bounds. Out of bounds, this time it's about 55 to 60 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Tension still pretty strong out there as Burns tries to pick it up. There's Knights going down, umpire says play on. And it's out of bounds again. The Hawthorn defenders gradually pushing the ball around away from the North Melbourne goals. Scott and Kekovich having a great battle there. He's tipped out. And a free kick will go to Kekovich. And a 15-metre penalty against Scott.
They've got screaming now.
And this has got Sam well within kicking distance, making him about 45 to 50 metres out from goal. Well, there's Big Don Scott. You wouldn't think he was a fashion designer. It certainly wasn't fashionable. It's the kick by Sam. 1 point and scores a dead level. 1 goal, 1, 7 points apiece.
Calvin Moore about to kick out from the western end of the MCG. Going to the outer side. Not a bad kick either. The players set themselves. Nolan's in that lot. Scott goes up, tries to knock it away. He could be paying the mark to Mick Nolan, yes. There's the big fella out on that half-forward flank on the southern side. Not a particularly good kick. Up they go. Jaworski knocks it away. Rollins runs into trouble. Could be holding the ball. Feltham looking for the free, but it's not to be. Umpire Kevin Smith decides on the bounce. On the half-forward flank for North Melbourne on that outer side, taken here by Rawlings. The kick is smothered, however, by Feltham. Over goes Feltham, tries to get a hand pass, taken by Jaworski. Jaworski back to the flank position. Calvin Matthews knocks the ball clear. A big hit away, sends it up towards Crosswell, however. He's getting away from Hendry. Hand pass over here towards Keith Gregg. Gregg tries one in here towards Gary Farrant. Farrant is grabbed. The ball comes to Calvin Matthews of Hawthorn. Matthews back in towards the centre half-forward posse. Plenty of defenders there for North Melbourne. Crosswell with the ball, he's grabbed, it gets out of trouble. Crosswell now looking to that wing position on the outer side. Whoa, up they go. A great leap there by Feltham, but Scott's got the ball. Can't get a kick in. Almost forced it over the boundary line, but keeps it in play. They drive it forward, Hawthorn, only to see Rantall in the way.
Rantall on that half-back line, always a very safe player. There he goes, the 31-year-old half-back flanker. The kick is out there wide. And a mark out there to Ablett of Hawthorn. Ablett drives it back now towards that half-forward line. And a good mark taken by Gummel. Just he knocked Rantall over that time. I think you've got to excuse both sides. They're both a little impatient because of the strain. Kekovic in front, couldn't hold that mark. Punched away by the defenders. Rowland goes for a hand pass. Back to Calvin Matthews. He's grabbed. And they're tackling pretty hard at the moment. Jaworski gets it back. Going after it now. There we see Hendry, a little slow to get rid of it. Tuck's in there battling hard with Cable. Oh, Crosswell went through pretty quickly. The umpires found a free kick to Tuck. Free kick to Tuck out there on that half-forward on about 90 metres around from the Hawthorn goal. Cook in front. And a good mark to Dent. He's playing great football down there in defence. Quickly plays on. Out to the wide open spaces. Coming out as Bremner. Bounced the wrong way. Oh, two North Melbourne players clash there. Chisnell's going after it. Trots right on his hammer. And so is Bremner. A free kick to Chisnell, I'd say. A trip. Well, he beat the two of them. And a 15-metre penalty against Chewy Trott. And you can't plead ignorance either.
It's interesting that Trott has picked up Chisnell and Ablett has picked up Gregg. I think most of the commentators thought it would be the other way around. But Chisnell has got the ball now. The 15-metre penalty puts him slap bang on the half-forward flank on the northern side of the MCG. Peter Chisnell, the butcher by trade. Can he carve up the opposition? Down into the forward line. Oh, that's a great mark almost to Malcolm Blight. Kekovic has got it. Screws it back towards the goal square. And a mark taken safely in defence by Calvin Moore. Moore of Hawthorn. Tremendous fullback, this fellow. His kick going deep to the half-back flank on the southern side. Plenty of Hawthorn players couldn't come down. Kekovic is there. He's grabbed by Calvin Matthews, holding the ball against Kekovic. Calvin Matthews in possession. Sticks it in towards the centre, actually. That goes Rantall, and he'll be paid the mark. A bit of trouble behind play here. Umpire Smith talking to Matthews of Hawthorn. He must have clashed with Kekovic after he kicked the ball. And the ball has been brought back, and now Kekovic has it. Sam on the half-forward flank. It's a big kick going out towards the pocket on that outer side. Wade went up before acceptances. In comes Tuck, he's grabbed. Tuck kicks, he's put it over the line on the full. No, must have bounced just inside. Boundary umpire in a better position to see than we are. There's the throw-in right in that forward pocket for North Melbourne. In they come, ooh, and out they go. Matthews dives on top of the ball. Burns is in there too. Cable. And Lee Matthews disentangles himself. Are those players revved up? A bounce in this forward pocket for North Melbourne on the northern side. And they go, oh, it's an awkward one, taken here by Peter Knights. He's grabbed over here towards Matthews, picked up by Moncrief, however. Chisnell comes in now for North Melbourne, a left footer by Chisnell, right across the face of goals. Up goes Moore, he knocks it over to Jaworski, and Jaworski breaks clear. A big kick in towards the centre of the MCG, and up goes Jones and takes a spectacular mark.
A beautiful mark to Jones out there on the wing, and a quick hand pass coming over here to Jaworski. It's a bit long, but he's grabbed it, put him off balance a bit. Now we see Big Nolan get it. Goes for a short pass to Sam. Sam and Tuck. But it's Tuck getting away with the ball for Hawthorn. Drives it back towards Crosswell and Hendry. It's too long. And a penalty free kick to go to Crosswell out there at half back. Score still level. 1 goal, 1 apiece. I think it's going to be a pretty hectic game before she's over. Punched away by Scott. Grabbed by Tuck. He's grabbed too. Umpire's not giving any latitude at all. He's making them both sides earn the kicks as we see the ball driven back by Cable. No, Blight couldn't mark that. Very good play by Moncrief as he pushed the ball out of bounds. Out of bounds on the North Melbourne half-forward line, about 70 metres around from their goal. Up it goes now. Sam Kikovich has a bit of heave-ho that time. Tries to get out the Cable. He does. Oh, beautiful play by Cable. Has a go now for Blight. A pass. That's okay, and Burns has got the mark. He's playing on. He fires. 1 goal again in North Melbourne. That's his second goal, and North Melbourne go to 2 goals, 1. 13 points to Hawthorn, 1-1, 7 points.
Coming up to the 12-minute mark in the first quarter. Burns starting off in fine fashion. Up on the stand you see Ron Barassi on the right of your screen. Next to him is Max Ritchie, the chairman of selectors. Umpire Kevin Smith moving into position once again. The bounce to take place. 12 and a half minutes into the first quarter with the scoreboard reading Hawthorn 1-1, North Melbourne 2-1. Here's Davis trying to get rid of that ball, but oh golly, is he in a bit of trouble. Scott almost engulfed him then. There'll be another bounce. Nolan moves in again, up goes Scott with him. Nolan taps it down here towards Burns. He breaks clear once again. Actually goes across the ground. Cable comes out the middle there with Welsh. Welsh of Hawthorn comes out beautifully. Well done. But kicks into the man. Cable knocks it clear. In comes Jaworski once again. He's having a bit of a picnic. Back to the wing position on the northern side. The ball knocked down here towards Lethal Lee. He gets his kick in towards centre half forward. They come out to meet it. Oh golly, there's a miss kick. Sends it right back into the centre. Scott and Barry Davis going for it. But in comes Ablett, the winger for Hawthorn. Ablett in possession to the half forward flank on that outer side. Out there is Paul Feltham. He's got plenty of time. No, he hasn't. Oh boy. He was on his way to the Alfred Hospital then.
Well, a free kick to Feltham out there at half-back. He was tripped up.
Tell me what, had Scotty collected him,
Well, I'll say,
in trouble.
Waiting on Feltham now to bring North back into play. They're leading by 6 points. The kick by Feltham. Doesn't travel a great deal of distance. They're all flying to Hawthorn, spoiling each other. Sam's down to get a free kick in the back. That'll be the danger player, Sam. Slamming Sam Kikovich with the ball on the half-back line, half-forward line. It goes across to centre half-forward, and Bremner's taken a pretty good mark. That was off Sam's the side of his boot that time as he gets the ball back, Bremner. Back towards centre field. Pushed away again by Farrant. Ball comes back to Davis. He's in trouble. Gets it back to Nolan. Nolan's taken a while to pick it up. Umpire said holding the ball. By golly, he put a big dent in the ground too, and he went down, Nolan. Like a hydrogen bomb going off as he hits the ground. The ball goes wide now. Oh, Gumbleton got his hands to it. Couldn't hold the mark. Players both sides making mistakes. We see the ball slung back now towards the forward line. Oh, there's a free kick high. Now it's finally picked up by Crosswell, right across the face of goals. Well, it could be dangerous. Rantall goes for a hand pass. Now he picks it up himself and he's pushed over the line and out of bounds. And there'll be a throw. Player down over there.
Henshaw it is, Louis, who copped that one before. Why he never got a free kick?
Oh, I thought the umpire missed it. The ball back into play again. Up she goes. Knocked away again by Hendry. Going through as Crosswell playing the game of his life down there. Beautiful turn. Back on his left foot. And he's taken the ball across now. Up gets Feltham. Couldn't hold that mark at the back of Ablett. but he's first to recover. He's in front with Martello on his back, and the ball is out of bounds on the Hawthorn half-forward on about 70 metres around from their goal.
And that's where we'll take the throw in, of course. Burns, number 11, 2 goals to his credit so far, moves into position. Kekovic and big old Martello go up there. Kekovic a hand pass across here towards Barron. Barron tries another long hand pass, could be dangerous, taken by Feltham. Feltham gets around Ablett. Feltham's kick goes deep to the wing position on that southern side. Look at the Hawthorn players there, taken by Moncrief. Moncrief to the half-forward flank. Down it comes, players overrunning the ball. Henry just couldn't get into it. Picked up by Kekovic. Kekovic, a mammoth kick to the half-forward flank. They all fly. Knights knocks it away, but it's Blight appealing for the mark. He's being paid it. Well, he must have missed that completely, Knights. I thought he'd hit it. And so Blight, an enormous kick up towards Wade. Knocked away by Calvin Moore. In comes Keith Gregg now. He gets a bit of a shove, but he's still going. Brevner's after him. A hand pass across here, taken by Calvin Moore. Moore of Hawthorn gets it out towards the wing position. In comes Murphy, couldn't get the run of it. Henry's there, and he's knocked over by Crosswell. Crosswell takes the ball. A big shot for the goals by Crosswell. It's a goal! Well, from our angle, I thought for a moment it could have been touched, Lou.
No, it wasn't, Michael.
Well, obviously it wasn't.
A magnificent piece of play on the part of Crosswell. North Melbourne 3-1, 19 to Hawthorn 1-1, 7 points.
16 and a half coming up to the 17-minute mark in the first quarter.
And back to the centre, the crowd really jumping now, particularly those North supporters. Away to a good start. That was a magnificent booster that won that goal by Crosswell. Up they go, Jones. Well, they both missed it that time, Jones and Nolan. In goes Greig, a long hand pass to Sam. Sam's missed it. He goes after, it's a free kick. Free kick to Tuck. He was interfered with, he takes the free kick in centre field. Down she goes again, over the centre half-forward position. Chance for Cook, Crosswell again. Hand pass, over to Rantall. They get the ball away, North Melbourne. What a game Crosswell's playing at the moment. Ball pushed out of bounds by Chisnell, and it's out of bounds. This time it's on the Hawthorn half-forward flank. On the members' side, it's about 80 metres around from their goal. Ball pushed down now. Go for Martello, who's kicked smothered that time by Schimmelbusch. Going after is Rowland, so is Jones. Jones is having plenty of trouble picking it up. He seems to be as though he's got about 25 fingers there. His little cable tries to get it out. He does to Schimmelbusch. Over towards Tuck. His punch is misscrewed that time. Going through is Feltham, playing real strong football, but he overruns the ball. Shown away by Ablett. He actually threw that one. In goes Henshaw. Will have to get a free kick and takes the free kick a little short of centre field.
Henshaw got that nasty knock before. And a 15-metre penalty against Hawthorn. Crosswell so far in this quarter has had 6 kicks and he's kicked 1 goal. There's a big kick from Henshaw going out towards the pocket. Blight went up a mile. In comes Kekovic. Kekovic steadies, he kicks.
That's a free kick, I think, against Blight.
The ball will be brought back. But by golly, the way Kekovic swooped on that ball will give a clear indication that he's right on the ball, slamming Sammy. I think you and I might go to this hypnotist that North's been using, Louis. He's done a pretty good job there.
Fair chance he'll put you to sleep too. You've got to be susceptible.
Kick to be taken by Moncrief. Moncrief on the half-back flank on the southern side. Gets it over the centre. Keith Gregg moves in and takes a very, very strong mark. Well, it's North's quarter so far. Kick from Gregg, over centre half forward, actually swinging out towards the outer. I tell you what, Blight went up high again. And he's given away another free kick. This time it's going to Jaworski. By golly, if he starts taking those marks, we'll have something to look forward to. Kick by Jaworski towards the wing position on the outer side. No mark paid. In comes Gumbleton. Gumbleton gets it up towards centre half forward. Cutting across is Bremner of Hawthorn to take the defensive mark. Bremner's kick, not a particularly good one. They fly. Here's Crosswell once again. Crosswell gets it back towards centre half forward. Up goes Bremner, and he marks in return. Bremner of Hawthorn back towards centre half forward. It's seesawing the play. It's Crosswell once again. Oh, is he flying, this fella? Crosswell to the wing position. In comes Gregg. He's been switched to the wing on the northern side now. Keith Gregg takes his kick to the half-forward flank. He finds Arnold Bridus. Brightest of North Melbourne steadies, kicks in at the big sticks. It's going across the face of goals, and the man in front will be paid.
A mark to more, Mike. Yeah, good strong mark. He's going to be a hard player to beat down there for Wade. Wade is playing him from behind, and it's the wrong way to play this chap. He should let Moore get at the back of him, or try to force him at the back. Nearly a mark to tuck. Going after is Lee Matthews, and he's breaking away from the pack nicely. Over to Ablett with a hand pass. Ablett now gets the ball back to the half-forward line. Dench couldn't hold that mark. As they go now, as we see Roland snap up towards the forward pocket. Going after Scott, he's got a chance, but he's upended. He'll get a free kick, I'd say. Yes, a free kick to Scott. He was upended. Well, actually, he was tripped and pushed in the back. He'd have to fall over to miss this one, Scott. Waiting on Scott. They're trailing by 12 points at the moment, Hawthorn. A kick by Scott. Taking his time, realising the importance of each kick for goal today. Oh, it's in. Got in by the skin of its teeth, but it's a goal.
And at the 21.5-minute mark in the first quarter, the scoreboard at the MCG in the 1975 Grand Final reads Hawthorn 2-1-13, North Melbourne 3-1-19. Gee, it's a spectacular opening, isn't it?
Well, it's a great game, and I think they're making mistakes, Mike, but that's understandable because of the tremendous pressure on both sides. Well, there's only 6 points the difference, so I know it's a silly thing to say, but it's anybody's game at the moment, isn't it?
The pressure's certainly there, Louis. You can feel it up in our commentary position. Kevin Smith moves in once again. There's the go. Scott takes it. A big hand pass by Scott coming out towards Trott on the wing. The ball not clear here, but here's a go for North Melbourne. It's Brightest. Brightest up north going for a bit of a run, but he's running into the pocket. He straightens up now. He kicks. It's through, I reckon. It's through. They shipped the goalpost, the Hawthorn defenders, but Brightest stuck it through. Oh boy, oh boy. 22.5 minutes into the first quarter. Scoreboard reading, Hawthorn 2-1-13, North Melbourne 4-1-25.
What a great goal that was by young Brightest. Back to the centre now. It'll be big Mick Nolan and Don Scott to go for the knockout. I think they've got Greg in the centre at the moment. There he is, up goes the ball now. Oh, Scotty got his boot in that time. Pushed out to Burns, he can't pick it up. Kicked off the ground by Nolan, he kicked in danger, the umpire said. And a free kick to Don Scott. He gives a quick hand pass. Over to Peter Knights. The kick by Knights is up to the full forward zone. As they go now for Hawthorn's Jones, he taps the ball wide to Cook, but Cook wasn't there. Going after his Rollins, but Dent is there too. Down goes Rollins, and they're piling up as we see Dent take the ball away to Barry Davis. A left foot kick. Back it goes, and there's Sam Kickovich taking the mark out there on the half back line. Sam and Crosswell look Kickovich and Crosswell look the danger players for North Melbourne at the moment. The kick by Sam. Oh, got under it that time, Brightest. In goes Knights. Picks it up nicely. He's grabbed it, still gets clear. A long kick down to that half forward line. Jones has got the mark. And Crosswell puts him on his tail. Kick by Jones. Up it goes to the full forward zone. Chance for Martello, punched away by Dents that time. Grabbed here now by Trott. Trott will have a go for goal. But he's off target and through for 1 point. So Hawthorn go to 2 goals, 14 points. For North Melbourne, 4 goals, 25 points.
They're running above themselves in pace, a lot of these guys, Lou, and that's what's causing some of the odd bad kicks that we see. Most of them are pretty good. There's a kick out now by Dench, and big Nolan goes up and will be awarded the mark. Scott going quick about interference there, but it's Nolan's mark as far as umpire Kevin Smith is concerned. The kick going up to the half-forward flank on that outer side. Mark taken by Jaworski of Hawthorn. Playing well in this first quarter. Jaworski swings it in towards centre-half forward. Martello's up there, but it's not clear of him. Here's Trott after it now. Trott has to go. Tuck coming in to shepherd him. He's grabbed by Henshaw. Trott gets out, kicks down into the forward zone. The mark taken there by Rantall. G North playing well in this first quarter. Kick from Rantall coming up towards the wing position. Only Hawthorn players there. Trott moves in. He's well shepherded too by Rawlings. Trot has possession. He's tackled, however, by Burns. It's a short kick. Up goes Barry Davis, and he'll be paid the mark. A 15-metre penalty against Hutt. Now Barry Davis, a veteran. It's another. Is it another one? Yes, another 15-metre. Because there's no doubt that Murphy ran in to try and hold Davis up again. So a 30-metre penalty and all. Up into the forward zone, and up goes the magnificent Peter Knights to mark in defence.
A beautiful mark by Knights. A delight to watch. He's got the ball on the half-back line. He'll come around the members' side. Not a very good kick. It falls a bit short. Davis got his hands to it, couldn't hold the mark. Chisnell going after it. But Martello's tipped it out of bounds. Out of bounds up towards the centre wing position. Let's see big Mick Nolan and Scott go for this knockout. Here they go. Pushing the back to Nolan. The umpire said he faked it that time. There we see Murphy overrun the ball. He goes after it again for Hawthorn. Finally gets a kick back towards the half-forward line. But there's that Rantall again. What a game he's playing. Rantall, number 5. One of the oldest players on the ground, but by golly, he's doing a great job at the moment. Back it goes now. Here's Sam crushing his way through the pack. Round the neck, and Sam gets a free kick. They're all making leads. He's going to boot it up there to Wade and Moore. Here they both go for it now. Wade at the back seat. Fly step for goal. It's a free kick. I think it's a free... Oh, it was touch, was it? That must have been touch.
Off the boot, Louis.
Off the boot. Well, 1 point to North Melbourne. They go to 4-2-26 to Hawthorn 2-2-14.
Waiting now for Calvin Moore to kick out from the western end. Goes to the outer flank once again. Almost to the wing position. A great kick. Martello's there, but it's Crosswell chipping in to take the mark. Brent Crosswell. There's Wade being well watched by Calvin Moore. Down towards Wade it comes now. Moore sticking with him. Knights goes over the back to knock it clear. Taken by Rawlings. Rawlings of Hawthorn from the half-back flank gets it up to the wing position on that outer side. Crosswell's in there. Nobody able to see daylight until Feltham comes in. Feltham gets a hurried kick in despite opposition. The ball comes across here towards Bremner. Bremner kick over centre half forward. Up goes Cook, couldn't get to it. Murphy comes in there, loses possession as Rantall takes it for North Melbourne. Rantall comes straight across the ground. He's looking for Chisnell and finds him. Well, that's one way to get rid of the opposition. And a 15-metre penalty against Hawthorn. This time Stuart Trott was the offender. Kick in towards centre half forward. Oh, beautiful mark by Welsh.
Yes, a beautiful mark to Welsh down there on that half-back line. There's Welsh driving the ball out towards the wing position on the members' side. And a good mark taken there by Calvin Matthews. I tell you what, Lee Matthews is pretty quiet this first quarter as the ball goes down to the forward pocket. Rantall at the back. He goes for a punch. Picked up by Gumbleton. Ball driven back again. The battle between Trott and Chisnell, but it's out of bounds. On the half-forward line for Hawthorn. They're 2-2 to North Melbourne 4-2. Into the time on period by about 2.5 minutes as the ball comes down. In goes Hendry, can't get clear of his grab. I think the umpire said dropping the ball. Free kick to Greig. No doubt Greig's playing in the centre.
Don't bet your life on it.
No, don't put your life on. You're frightened to open your mouth in case they pop up another position. Waiting now for Greig. Kick by Greig. Falls a bit short. Pushed away again by Davis. Hand pass back. There we see Tuck get clear. Moncrief's funny old kick and the ball goes over to Schimmelbusch. He boots it up to Wade and Moore again. Oh, pushed away by Wade. Grabbed, he's tipped up Moore, but he gets the kick back. Knights, what a mark. A beautiful mark tonight on that half-back line, but he's limping. My golly, that'll be bad news for Hawthorn. There he goes now. Not a good kick, and Knights is still limping as the ball goes back there. Flying high was Farrell. There's Lee Matthews now. Speak of the devil as the ball goes further forward, up to the full forward zone. And it's finally pushed out of bounds by Cook in the forward pocket position for Hawthorn.
So we wait for the throw in right on that forward pocket. It's on the northern side. Peter Knights, is he great to watch? Scott. Nolan from behind. They both tap it down actually. Gumbleton comes in there. Takes the kick. Oh, it's close to the boundary line. Trotter's in front there, but over the top. Comes Martello to take the mark. Big Al on the half-forward flank on the northern or members' side. It's on its way. It's going right into the goal square by the look of it. Nolan backing back. Read the flight of that magnificently and takes the mark. Nolan tries a short one over here towards Schimmelbusch. He's under the hammer, and he's well met there by Lee Matthews. And Matthews was a... Oh, golly, I don't know. To me, that was fair and square, Lou. What do you reckon? No?
Got there a bit late.
All right. He was on the way. Glad it was Schimmelbusch and not me in any case. Kick from Schimmelbusch. Swinging towards centre half forward areas once again. Peter Knights. Knights of Hawthorn back to this half-forward flank on the northern side of the ground. Plenty of North Melbourne defenders, but Martello comes in now. He's surrounded as the siren goes, ending the first quarter of the 1975 Grand Final. The scoreboard at quarter time reads Hawthorn 2-2-14, North Melbourne 4-2-26. And away we go with the second quarter of the Grand Final of 1975. We go into the second quarter with a scoreboard reading Hawthorn 2-2, North Melbourne 4-2. And here's North about to go into attack once again through Feltham. Feltham down towards Malcolm Blight, but he's smothered there. The ball knocked away, picked up by Calvin Moore. Doing a great job, Moore. Up to the wing position. Ablett misses the mark. In comes, it's a free kick. Free kick going here to Feltham of North Melbourne. Don't have to be a road scholar to work out what it was for. Feltham's kick going to the half-forward flank. They set themselves. Up goes Moncrief, knocks the ball clear of Kekovic. Schimmelbusch comes in there. He's well tackled, however. Bryderson towards the pocket. Hard up against the boundary line. What can he do about it? Tackled by Bremner. Picked up by Matthews. Lee Matthews scrambles it to the half-back flank. In comes Peter Knights. Knocks it down. Taken by Ablett. Ablett dribbles the ball but had time to recover. Gets it to the weak position. The mark missed there by Farrant. Farrant coming in once again. Tackle there by Rawlings. A high hand pass across, eventually comes to Farrant, but he's grabbed immediately by Martello. A scramble in the centre, and there'll be a ball up. North doing well, Lou, so far.
Very well. Back to the centre. Knocked away by Scott, but it's a bad knock and picked up by Chisnell. Back towards the centre half-forward position for North Melbourne, with a good mark taken there by Bremner. Doing a pretty good job, Bremner and Knights and Jaworski on that half-back line. This is the one that Barassi's got to get over. Oh, over the head of the pack. They all went up too early. Knocked away by Rollins. As they go now for Jones. Can he pick it up? He gives a hand. He steps for goal, but he's put it out of bounds on the full. I think Barassi mentioned this quite a few times through the week, that the half-back line for Hawthorn was his big problem. And they're certainly functioning very well at the moment.
Not a real bad half-back line, is it, Lou?
Beautiful, as we see Dents now. Get the ball back. Greg got up, couldn't hold the mark. Picked up now by Tuck as he hooks the ball. It's off the side of his boot, but it's in front of goal. There we see Hendry trying to mark it. Gumbleton backing up well. Gets the ball back. Oh, Murphy overrun it. Picked up again by Chesnell. Back towards Farrant. He gets the ball over to big Nolan. Nolan drives it wide to the wing. Schimmelbusch and Bremner going for it. Bounce right for Schimmelbusch. He goes for a long punch. And by golly, it is a big punch too. Out comes Welsh. He overruns the ball. So does Cable. They're all pretty impatient at the moment as they get the ball back, Hawthorn. Out there wide, and a mark taken by lethal Lee Matthews out there on the centre wing. Matthews with a hefty punt kick down to the forward pocket. Tries with the back. He got up too high and too early, and the ball is out of bounds.
So I wonder if that ball is carrying a little further to the western end, the end to which Hawthorn's kicking.
That's the end that the breeze is blowing, Mike.
There's the throw in, and the ball comes down here towards Burns. Burns, who was the scourge of Hawthorn in the first quarter, kicks to the wing position. There's Bremner racing back, couldn't quite get to it. Bremner still going. Schimmelbusch is after him. He's being paid a free kick for a trip. And the crowd, no doubt, they're sympathetic towards North Melbourne. The kick going to the half-forward flank for Hawthorn on that outer side, taken here by Crosswell once again. Playing brilliantly, puts his bird into it, gets it up in towards the centre. Kekovic goes up for the mark, doesn't quite come off. Here's Welsh of Hawthorn. A big kick over centre half forward. Cook is completely smothered there for Hawthorn. Comes here to Ablett. Ablett doesn't mess around. It's a kick from Ablett going into the goal square. Gumbleton's waiting there, and by golly, he must have been very, very happy when that ball lopped safely in his hands. It was a floater and a dangerous one. Kick from Gumberland, going to that half-back flank on the outer southern side. Scott goes up there with Nolan. No mark to Scott, taken by Tuck. Tuck forces the ball forward here, taken by Lee Matthews. Lethal Lee sizes the goals up, he kicks. One behind. And so Hawthorn move on to 2-3, North Melbourne 4-2.
Waiting on the full-back, Dents to bring the ball back into play for North. They're leading by 11 points at the moment. The kick by Dents is out wide to Nolan and Scott. Scott's got the sit here, and he'll take the mark very easily. Scott on the half-forward line. About 70 metres out. All the Hawthorn players going back in their position. A good long kick by Scott. Just about into the goal square. Henshaw's there, gets a quick kick back. There's a go now for Calvin Matthews. Backing up well as Feltham. He's in trouble, but he comes back on his left boot. A beautiful pass to Dents. And another hand pass now as we see Davis take the ball away from Dents. A pass to Blighton, he's got the mark on the half-forward line. Looking for Greig. And Greig's got the run now. And that was a shot for the goal. No, he's hooked it across. No, he couldn't get the mark that time. We see the ball coming back now to Cable. Cable a little quiet in the first quarter. Gives a hand pass back to Barry Davis. Under pressure as he hooks the ball wide. Bridus going after it. In goes Knights, and they both meet. It's all right for Bridus. He's given a hand pass back to Shimmerbush. A snap for goal. And a beauty. Another goal to North Melbourne. They go to 5 goals, 2. 32 points. The Hawthorn 2-3. 15 points. What have we played, Michael?
5.5 minutes into the second quarter, Lou. Umpire Smith moving in. Hawthorn getting into a little bit of trouble, I feel. Coming up to the 6-minute mark in the second quarter. Jones knocks the ball away. In comes Cable, but he's met solidly there by Murphy. Murphy coming out with the ball, tries a quick hand pass, doesn't come off. Taken by Barry Davis of North Melbourne. North into attack once again. Here's Wade and Moore. Moore will be paid the mark. And Burns and Wells having a little discussion between themselves. As Moore takes his kick, coming along the northern side of the MCG. They fly high to the ground. It comes taken there by Feltham. He tries a hand pass. Chance here for Martello, picks it up, gets it across to Jaworski. Jaworski in a heap of trouble, still kicks up towards centre half forward. They come out to meet it. Ball taken there by Murphy of Hawthorn. A kick up to the forward pocket on this northern side, over the line, and there'll be a throw-in. Who's going to contest the ruck, Jules? Scott moving in there. In comes Nolan. Crosswell goes up with Scott. Scott taps it down here towards Matthews. Matthews in a bit of trouble. Still boring in Lethal Lee. He's still going, and there'll be a ball up. The ball up about 25 metres out from the Hawthorn goal. Scott moving in once again with Nolan. Scott taps it down to Matthews, doing well. Matthews couldn't quite get a clear kick in, and it's forced over the boundary line in that forward pocket on the northern side. Another throw-in to take place. Let's see if Scott can do it once again. Nolan goes up. Nolan taps it down. Taken by Henry. He runs into trouble. Henry gets it across here towards Martello. He goes right across the face of goals. Up goes Chisnell. Couldn't pull it down. Taken by Gumberland. Gumberland to Rantall. Rantall going for a run around that northern flank. Plenty of space open. They've created the loose man, North Melbourne. A hand pass comes across here to Davis. Davis, over to Dench. Dench runs into Welch. He's grabbed when Dench is in trouble. Welch gets it over to Trott. Trot back towards centre half forward for Hawthorn. It's an awkward bounce. Henry is grabbed and he's getting a free kick, I'd reckon. And Dench is still down over there. He could be in a bit of trouble. Henry to take the kick from the half forward flank. It's going out towards the pocket. Gumberland goes up there, knocks the ball clear. Look at this, Lethal Lee Matthews. Taken by Nolan, he can't get his boot to it. A fumble there, they're in all directions. What's going to happen? There'll be a ball up.
Well, they got Dench on his feet. Waiting for the ball up. There's a go now for Hawthorn. Scott and Big Nolan. Knocked out by Nolan. Trying to find Shimmerbush that time. But it's out of bounds again. At least it's about 40 metres around from the Hawthorn goal, which gives the North Melbourne defenders a better chance. Knocked out by Nolan again. Going after his Tuck and Chisnell, but it beats them both. Let's have a look and see. Dent seems to be okay.
He's come good, Lou.
He got shook up a bit.
Did he ever?
Ball out of bounds. Nolan and Martello with this one. Martello in the front seat, but Nolan still gets a knock. There goes Cable with the knockout. Knocks the ball back. And a mark taken here by Bremner on the wing position. They slow down a little at the moment as the ball goes back towards that forward pocket. Ball up in the air. Cable again's got a chance. A beautiful hand pass. And then we see Feltham break clear. Oh, there's a mark to Bremner. He's got to pay that. A quick hand pass over to Knights. That back line's a beauty, that half back line for Hawthorn. Bremner, Jaworski and Knights. Back it goes towards that half forward line. And Henshaw picks it up. His kick is not a good one. It goes wide. Calvin Matthews going out, but it beats him and it's out of bounds on the centre wing position. With North Melbourne 5-2-32. Hawthorn 2-3-15. 17 points in front, North. Ball back into play again. Oh, Nolan got all over the top of that. Jones that time. Right into the ground like a buck jumper, and the free kick will go to Jones on the centre wing position.
Jones about to put Hawthorn into attack. The kick, not a good looking one, but effective. Deep into the forward zone. Cook has already got a bit of a shove out then, Cook, but it's called play on. In comes Martello, crashes his way through. Kicks across the face of goals. They're after it there. That's Murphy in possession. Henshaw's after him over the line. I think he's gone, yes. There'll be a throw-in in Hawthorn's forward pocket on the southern side. There they go. Scott coming in. Taps it down here towards Trott. Trott manoeuvres his way around. He steadies. He shoots and he's put it through. Stewie Trott. 10.5 minutes into the second quarter. Scoreboard reading, Hawthorn 3-3-21, North Melbourne 5-2-32. Well, they deserved that goal, Louis. They kept plugging away there long enough, didn't they?
Well, they've had it on their forward line for quite some time, for the majority of this quarter. Waiting for the centre bounce again. It'll be Jones and Nolan. Tuck gets the knockdown. Oh, Farron couldn't get clear. He's fumbled quite a few times today as we see the ball picked up by Martello. It's a long kick. Cook in the box. Oh, good mark to Rantall. What a safe player this fellow is. Hasn't put a foot wrong since he left South Melbourne. The ball wide out towards Trott and Chisnell. That's Chisnell with brilliant play. Grabbing the ball now. Turning away. Ball's out there now. Bridus and Knights. Oh, they're all overrunning it now. Big McNullen won't pick it up all right, will he? There he goes for a bit of a run. He's gone for a pass. It's all right. And Blight stopped the mark. Good play on the part of Moore. A very good defender, Moore, as the ball goes back towards that wing position. Chisnell gets it on the first bounce. To Barry Davis, back to Chisnell, but it's a bad hand pass. Going after Chisnell is Knights, but he turns away from him nicely and drives the ball back now to that half-forward line. They're all having a go, both sides spoiling each other. But North Melbourne doing this certainly suits that Hawthorn defence.
There'll be a ball up a little wide of centre half-forward for North Melbourne. Nolan going in there with Jones. Jones number 31. They both sort of get their hands to the ball. In come the Hawthorn defenders, but it's Cable there of North Melbourne. Cable, a hand pass across here, doesn't quite come off. The ball driven out of danger there by Jaworski, up towards the weak position on that outer side. Taken by Martello. Martello gets it forward, but in comes Cumberland. He's surrounded, gets it over here towards Gregg. Gregg has held no free kick. In comes Crosswell. Crosswell, a hand pass into no man's land. The ball is taken here by Feltham. Feltham goes to the half-forward flank and he finds Schimmelbusch. No, Burns it is. Burns on the half-forward flank on the northern side of the ground in a 15-metre penalty. Burns has kicked 2 goals, kicked them in the first quarter. And he would be some 55 to 60 metres out. It's on its way, it's swinging around, it could drop short, it does, up they go, Wade takes it! Wade took it from behind and he's popped it through! Doug Wade's first goal! And so now the scoreboard at the MCG in the 1975 Grand Final reads Hawthorn 3-3-21, North Melbourne 6-2-38, and let me have a look at the time here. It is 13 minutes into the second quarter.
And they're still 17 points in front, North Melbourne. And doing it well at the moment. Back to the centre. Waiting on the umpire to throw the ball down. It'll be Scott and Big Nolan. Well, knocked out by Scott, but no advantage. Scott goes after himself again. A long hand pass. Out there to Rowlands. Rowlands turns back on his left boot. Shoots it down towards the forward pocket, a mark to Jones. A good mark. That was a slip catch that time. He's well within kicking distance. He'd be about 55 metres out from goal on a very slight angle. And they're trailing by 17 points. Not the greatest kick in the world, Jones. Here he comes. They're all taking their time today. They're like professional golfers putting for $1 million. The kick by Jones is wide and through for 1 point. So they makes the score 16 points, the difference in favour of North Melbourne. What's that? 3-4-22 Hawthorn to North Melbourne, 6-2-38 as the ball comes back into play again. Over the head of the pack as they go for Feltham, doing a great job over to Sam Kekovich. They're chasing after him now. He can't get, he's grabbed, but he still gets his kick. Knights comes out and smothers the ball nicely and puts it out of bounds. There's Sam, and I think it's Tuck. Now is it right. Tuck having a bit of a ding-dong go there.
So we'll take the throw in between North Melbourne's half-forward flank and the wing position on the northern side. Kekovich in front, or Scott goes all over the top of him. Play on as the call. Taken here by Ablett of Hawthorn. Ablett up towards the half-forward flank. A mark in defence taken by Henshaw of North Melbourne. Henshaw looking further downfield, takes a big kick in towards centre half forward. There they go. Plenty of defenders went up and allowed Moncrief to come through there. Moncrief back towards the wing position on the northern side. Nolan goes up high, no mark awarded to him. Murphy grabs Nolan. Nolan has another hit away. It goes to Lee Matthews, but it's holding the ball. Murphy quickly plays on towards Matthews. Knocked away by Keith Gregg. It's going to go over the boundary line, and it's on Hawthorn's half-forward flank on the northern or stand side. Throwing once again. Nolan rucking tirelessly. Oh, he gets a hit away too. Scott went up high from behind, taken by Calvin Matthews of Hawthorn. He gets his kick up towards the pocket on this northern side. Coming out in front is Dench. Both fullbacks doing fine jobs. Dench kicks in towards the centre. He's looking for Burns. Burns almost pulls a one-hander in, but he breaks clear now. Burns looking downfield, kicks it up towards the pocket. Blight moves into position. Up they went, almost a good mark there to Moncrief, but it's Knights coming out. Knights of Hawthorn going for a spectacular run. There's his kick up towards centre half forward for the Hawks. They fly. Cook went up before acceptances. Hendry comes in there, but it's Rantall. He gets the trip. But a free kick is going to be paid
to Henshaw. Mike. Henshaw to take the free kick out towards that half-back line. They're still leading.
Mars coming on, Lou. Pardon me. Mars coming on for Hawthorn.
Okay, the ball back towards the wing position now. On a mark to Kekovich. He's got to play that. 16 points the difference in favour of North. And a 15-metre penalty against Hawthorn. It's about the fifth one that's happened to them.
Cook is being taken off and Marr is coming on.
Well, they'll probably play Marr at full forward. They'll get themselves adjusted. Cook off the ground. A bit of a shot for the young kid. There's Sam Kekovich letting go at the goals. Not a bad kick, falls a bit short the last moment. Oh, nearly a mark that time to Brightus. What a game that Peter Knights is playing out there. As they go now, could be interference. He said play on as we see Chesnell get away. But he's grabbed. He still gets a chance to punch it away.
Good.
Punched away by Tuck. Out towards Hendry. Going after him is Crosswell. Crosswell's put him off balance a bit. He goes for a hand pass. Back to Chesnell. There's two North Melbourne players. As Cable gets the ball. Down she goes to the forward pocket. Wide in front. Couldn't hold the mark. Knights again backing up. But they won't give up those North Melbourne forwards. And the umpire will ball it up about 45 to 50 metres out in that forward pocket for North Melbourne. There's Moore having a talk to the umpire. Well, you've got to have nerves of steel to play out there today. Scott and he'll go for this knockout. Scott and Kekovich, I think. Knocked out by Kekker, picked up by Jaworski. Out it goes wide to Martello, and he's taken an easy mark out there at half-back.
Martello covering quite a lot of ground. Takes his kick. It's a big one too. Deep to the half-forward flank on that outer side. Jones couldn't take it. Kicks it over to Rawlings. Rawlings, a little rover, taking a run on that southern side of the ground. Eventually gets his kick in towards the goal square. Oh, Calvin Matthews! Is it? No, it's Ablett. Ablett. My golly. Well, that was a fortune, or maybe it was a good pass. But Ablett's got it. He's 10 metres out, directly in front. Couldn't see him missing this one. It's on its way.
Post.
Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, look at him. Is Ablett disappointed? 1 point from 10 metres out. Dents doesn't mess around. He plays on immediately. He finds Barry Cable with that short one. Cable up here towards Keith Gregg. Gregg on the northern side of the ground. Up towards Malcolm Blight. It's over his head. Blighter's racing for it. And here's a go now for North Melbourne. In comes Arnold Bridus. Bridus takes his kick down to the goal square. They're at it again. Wade and Calvin Moore knocked away. In comes Burns. Burns under pressure. A left foot snap by Burns. He's popped it through. That's his third goal. 19 minutes into the second quarter. And the scoreboard reads Hawthorn 3-5-23. North Melbourne 7-2-44. Louis and North Melbourne on their way to the first premiership ever for the club.
Well, it's a long way to go yet, but that was a fatal mistake made by Ablett. I could feel very sorry for him. I bet he could wish the ground would open up and let him go right through it. By golly, fancy missing that one from on the goal square. And North got a goal out of it. Back we go again. Oh, nice knockout by Jones. Pushed away by Martello. Down towards there to the half-forward line. Going up that time now as we see the ball picked up by Gents. On his tail is Ismar, and the ball is out of bounds on the half-back line for North Melbourne. Right in front of the members stand. Ball back into play again. Martello gets the knockout, but Sam Kekovich stays down. Goes for a hand pass to Simmerbush. It's a good one over to Grigg. He's in trouble, but he'll get out of it, I think. He's ground. Oh, look at this for football. Beautiful play. As the ball goes up to the half-forward line, Knights has got the mark. But you can bet on him when he goes for the mark. He grabs it all the time. What a great player. You can't miss him. The kick by Knights is right across to the opposite side of the ground on the half-forward line. Punched out again by Henshaw. Taken away by Chisnell. A long hand pass to Simmerbush on his own. He runs around opponents. He's going to fire up towards the goals. What's happening here now? Blight's got a chance. In comes Wade. Can he bend down and pick it up? A hand pass over to Burns. Burns turns beautifully. He still gets his kick even though he's grabbed. And Bremner dropped an easy one. As we see the ball picked up by Jones. Driven out wide to Chisnell. Chisnell's on his own. It's bounced the wrong way for him. It's bounced the wrong way for Trott. Chisnell goes down. Trott's on his tail. He finally gets a kick back. A chance for Cable. He's marked it. And a 15-metre penalty. Oh, he's in trouble as he finally gets the kick back now. Up towards Wade and Moore. Wade gets his hands to it, and Moore's backing up. Here we see now, going after Sam Kekovich. He quite can't make up his mind what to do with. Over to Wade again. At the back is Blight. Here's the go for Wade. He fires. Another goal to North Melbourne. And they go to 8 goals 2. That's Wade's second goal. 8 goals 2 to 3 goals 5. And there's Dougie Wade, the oldest man playing football, and kicked his second goal.
21 and a half minutes into the second quarter. Look at that scoreboard. If you're a North supporter, you'll be wrapped. If you barrack for Hawthorn, you won't be too fussed at all. There he is, Doug Wade. By golly, did he ever want to play in this game today? Back in the centre, umpire Kevin Smith. Hawthorn gradually getting into trouble, I feel. Some of their players nonplussed. There they go. Nolan gets up. Scott taps it down. However, they can't get away with it. Davis is there, taken here by Chisnell. Chisnell kicks a high one into the forward zone. Kekovich and Jaworski are there. Comes down to Cable. Cable tries a short one out here towards Burns. Burns runs around. He straightens up. He shoots. It's another one. That's the 4th goal to Burns. .22 and a half minutes into the second quarter. Let's have a look at that scoreboard. It's Hawthorn 3-5-23. North Melbourne 9-2-56.
And they're looking really good, North Melbourne.
Lou, they've got 3 goals in 3.5 minutes, North.
Well, they're playing the brand of football that wins the flag for you, but it's not over by a long shot. We're not even at the half-time mark yet. Knocked out by Scott, but grabbed by Davis, and the Northerners string into attack again. There's a go now for Welsh. Picks it up on the first bounce. Good play by Welsh. And Crosswell at the back. Dropped that mark a little bit too confident. There's a go now for Marr. He quickly gets a kick. Up towards the goals. Will it go through? A goal. Yes, a goal to North Melbourne. Hawthorn. So you can see they're not out of the game. Hawthorn. A goal. North Melbourne 9-2-56. To Hawthorn 4-5-29.
Louis, the biggest mistake North Melbourne players could make is to think that they've got this one, because We know Hawthorn of old. They'll fight every inch of the way.
You can say that again. Well, we're back to the centre now, waiting for umpire to throw the ball down. Nolan and Scott to go for the knockout. Let's see what happens now.
There they go. Nolan moves into position. Scott comes in with him. They nullify each other, but Scott comes out with the ball. Don Scott of Hawthorn goes to the flank position on the southern side of the ground. Crosswell knocks the ball clear of Henry, but Henry comes in there. He's tackled by Henshaw. Couldn't get clear with the ball. Taken by Rantall. Is he in a bit of trouble? Grabbed by Rawlings. Back to Henshaw. Henshaw, a long hand pass, but it's taken there by Henry. He kicks it back, but he's put it over the line on the full, and it looks like Crosswell will take the resultant free. Or penalty. Crosswell on the half-back flank on the outer side, kicks up towards the wing position. No mark. In comes Scott once again. Scott of Hawthorn, it's a big kick into the forward zone. Moncrief obviously at full forward. Couldn't quite get to it, but Moncrief is still going. Crosswell, Gumbleton, they're all in there. Martello, picked up here by Calvin Matthews. He screws it around to the face of goals. Martello! And Martello has marked at 18 metres out, let's say 20 to keep it in round figures. He's on a very slight angle, so slight you can say directly in front. Very slight angle, kicking to the western goal, it's on its way. There's another one to Hawthorn. They're still in business, believe me. 25 minutes into the second quarter, into time on now, Lou.
Well, only 21 points the difference, and don't write Hawthorn off. They've been too well trained to be scrubbed off so early in the game. It's a good recovery, those two goals. Let's put them right back in the picture. 21 points is not a great lead. Back to the centre. It'll be Scott and Nolan. Nolan hasn't been off the ball since the start of the game. Knocked out by Nolan, a good one, but there's no one there for North. Bremner can't pick it up. He's grabbed it. He's clear now. Gets the kick wide. Had a mark to Keith Greig. He's ready to send North Melbourne to attack. It's a nice long kick, well over the centre half forward position. At the back there is Bly. They're all flying. Punched away by Briders. Too many Hawthorn defenders as Bremner takes the ball back. And there's a chance now for Murphy to mark. Murphy goes for a hand pass to Lee Matthews. Hasn't been sighted too much today as the ball goes wide. They're all flying. North Melbourne players knocking each other over now. The ball comes back to Martello at centre half forward. Oh, it was too hard for Rantall that time. Kicked off the ground by Feltham. Good play. And there we see the ball grabbed now by Simmerbush. He better kick it. He's grabbed. They get a free kick. He was a little bit lucky, but he ran too far. Should have kicked it a long time before that. Here he goes now, Simmerbush. There's Blight making a lead, but he's going for a kick. It's dropped a bit short. Oh, no, he hasn't marked it. The umpire's paying the mark, is he? Yes, he's paying the mark down there to Tuck. Ball by Tuck, back towards the wing position on the members' side. Punched away by Crosswell, grabbed by Simmerbush. He's grabbed too, but still gets his kick back towards the half-forward line. And the mark taken by Lee Matthews. He's breaking clear. Goes for a long driving kick up to the half-forward line. There we see his brother Calvin, picked up now by Calvin Matthews. Henry's there too. The ball comes back towards the full forward zone. Going after his Rowlands. He's off target and through for 1 point. McGiller's plenty of pressure down there, Mike, at the moment.
Lou, you can feel it, honestly. Waiting for David Dench to kick out. Dench plays on immediately, goes wide to the flank on the outer side of the ground. It was too high, but allows Chisnell to come in here. Chisnell, a hand pass back here towards Burns. Burns has got the run of the ball. He's on his own out there. He's going for a run. He better hurry. Oh, he cut across beautifully. Down into the forward zone. Wade. Wade spilt the mark, however. He's still going, the big fella. He's grabbed. He dropped the ball. It's taken by Peter Knights. And Hawthorn come away again as Knights gets it up towards centre half forward. A mark taken there in offence by Dench of North Melbourne. Well, golly, I wouldn't see, that was a collector's item to see Wade drop a mark like that. The kick goes out here. It's intercepted by Calvin Matthews. Calvin Matthews over here to Tuck. Tuck from centre half forward. It's a big kick into the forward zone. Up goes Gumbleton of North Melbourne and saves the day. Gumbleton looking to the southern or outer side. He's looking for Rantall there. Rantall just couldn't get down to it, but he's buttering up again. Tackled by Martello. Big Al comes out with the ball. Gee, he's a strong player. Into the forward zone. Crosswell marks in the fence for North.
A good mark to Crosswell at full back. Plenty of good defenders today as he kicks it wide to Schimmelbusch and he takes the mark. He decides to run on. Gully's put Greg under pressure now. Trott intercepts us. Intercepts the ball, fires for the goal, but he's off target. And I think he's put it out of bounds on the full. Yes, out of bounds on the full. I don't know why Schimmelbusch didn't try to kick that round further on this wing position.
It could have been a very costly mistake, Lou.
Oh, yeah, a bit of luck. It was bad luck that Trott kicked so poorly then. Down there in the forward pocket. For Hawthorn, the ball comes back to the half-back line in front of Sam Kekovich. He's grabbed the mark. Good mark to Kekovich.
And the siren goes for half-time. We didn't hear it, such was the excitement. And at half-time in the 75 Grand Final, Hawthorn 5-6-36, North Melbourne 9-2-56. Here we go, the third quarter of the 1975 Grand Final, Hawthorn versus North Melbourne. We go into the third quarter with the scoreboard reading. Hawthorn 5-6-36, trailing by 20 points. North Melbourne 9-2-56. And here's North Melbourne trying to go into attack now. Felton's got the ball on the wing position on the outer side of the ground. Across to Burns, but it's picked up by Ablett. Ablett gets it into Hawthorn's territory, but it's marked there by Rantall in defence for North. Hawthorn are kicking to the eastern end and, of course, North Melbourne to the western end. The kick now going to the wing position on the southern or outer side. It's hooked away there by Kekovich. In comes Ablett, couldn't get the run of it. Picked up by Tuck. Tuck goes to the half-forward flank on that outer side. Dench went up, couldn't quite pull it in. He's still going though, Dench. Dives on top of the ball. Oh, Greg gets it out beautifully towards Henshaw, but Trott is there. Trott cops one pretty high. Mark comes in, and umpire Kevin Smith decides on the bounce.
Ball up out there on that half-forward line. Actually, it's up towards the wing position, but more towards Hawthorn's goal. Knocked out by Nolan. It's a go now for North to get it clear through Burns. He's got a free kick.
Too high, Lou.
Grabbed him a bit high. Burns has had a great day today. Kicked 4 goals so far. Ball out to Scott and Blight. Blight at the back, but Scott showing better judgment. He will stay at the back, Blight. But no hope in that position. Ball kicked wide. A chance for Feltham, and he marks. He's played a pretty good game too, Feltham. There's a pass to Kekovich. Have to pay that mark. A free kick, and down went Jaworski. And a 15-metre penalty. They've given quite a few of those away today, Hawthorn. And they've been a bit dangerous. Oh, it's a long kick by Sam Kekovich. It's a beautiful kick. There's a go now for North. There's Blight going to the goals. He fires. And a goal. Oh, there's a dangerous one. 5 goals, 6-36. Hawthorn and North Melbourne, 10-2. 62 points.
And 2 minutes into the third quarter, Lou.
Oh, that's a dangerous one, Michael.
Could be a big starter for them in this third quarter. Ball back in the centre. Nolan moving in. It's an awkward bounce. Tuck goes up there, knocks the ball clear. Players overrunning it, taken by Rantall. Dummies hand pass. Rantall coming along the northern side, gets it up over the wing, up towards the half-forward flank. Bremner racing for it there. It's an awkward bounce. Schimmelbusch comes in, knocks the ball back towards the wing position. He's going the wrong way, but it's the only way he can gain possession. He does so. Up towards the half-forward flank. Up goes Scott, knocks the ball clear. In comes Blight. He's grabbed. A hand pass over here towards Cable. Scott's after Cable. They're battling for the ball. In comes Jones. Tries to break clear. It's close to the boundary line. Tackled by Cable. Over here to Blight. Blight back to Cable. There's a free kick, I'd reckon, going to Malcolm Blight. And the Hawthorn runner out to Jones. Blight about to take this kick. Couldn't see him getting the distance with it. But Wade calling for the ball to be kicked high and long. There he is, Calvin Moore with him. The kick going up here, it's dropping a bit short for Wade. Knights didn't take the mark, however. Ball pushed to Welsh. Welsh over to Lee Matthews. He gets around Kekovich. Lee Matthews up towards the half-back flank on the northern side. Up goes Martello, but it's Greg coming in, and a free kick is given away by Martello. It's going to Farrant. Farrant goes in towards centre half forward for North. It's an awkward one taken by Mick Nolan. He steadies, gets a hand pass over here, and it's a big kick high up into the air. Players move into position in that pocket. Knocked away over the boundary line, and will take a throw in.
Out of bounds in the forward pocket. Not very far around from that North Melbourne goal. This will put the Hawthorn defence under tremendous pressure. Ball knocked out again. There's a chance for Scotty. Gets a hand pass. It's intercepted here by Cable. Cable's upended, but he's up quickly to his feet. Gives the ball wide out now. There we see the ball picked up by Davis. Back to Cable again. Cable, oh, look, he's turning and twisting. He's in trouble. He's got to get a free kick. He had to get a free kick, didn't have the ball. Look at Tuck on the mark there, like a praying mantis. Waiting on Tuck at centre-half forward to cover Cable. And this kick by Cable will put him really into attack. I think he'll land it right on the goal square. A little professional, this fellow. Lives on each football. There's the kick. It's not a bad one. Into the forward pocket. They're all going up in the air. Wade's going after it. But Moore's right on his tail. Oh, beautiful play by Moore. Played as he gets away now. Not a great kick back towards that wing position. Coming out as Calvin Matthews. A hand pass to Albert on his own. He got a bit of a bounce and he boots it well down over the half-forward line for Hawthorn. The back is Crosswell. Goes for the punch. Picked up by Pell Martello. Gone for a short pass to Moncrief. And he's marked it. And he's up. It'll be a 15-metre penalty with there or not. Feeling for the 15 metres, but the umpire said, get back and have your kick. Right on the edge of the goal square. And they badly need a goal now, Hawthorn. They're trailing by 26 points. Moncrief coming in for their 6th goal. There's no doubt about that one. It's right through the middle and another goal to Hawthorn. 6 goals, 42 points. To North Melbourne, 10-2, 62 points.
Coming up to the 6-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. This game not over by a long shot. Beautiful to watch. Players in position. Almost 6.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter as the ball is bounced by umpire Smith. There they go. Jones is up there juggling the ball. Oh, almost kicking in danger. Mark comes in, couldn't get it away. Picked up by Matthews, but it's smothered there. And look at them throwing themselves headlong into the fray. Forward for Hawthorn it goes, and Tuck has taken the mark. Tuck between the centre, actually in centre-half forward positions. Driving Hawthorn forward. Oh, it's a big kick to the edge of the goal square. They race for it. No mark, however. Oh, and players are going down. Martello's down. The free kick plucked out of this. Where's it going? Rantall is on the bottom of that lot. He comes out with the ball. Rantall of North Melbourne in the last line of defence. Kicks out to the southern flank. Feltham read the flight of it pretty well, so too did Jaworski. Jaworski in possession, runs over the line, and there'll be a throw-in on Hawthorn's half-forward flank on the outer side of the ground, or southern side. Kekovic, Martello. There they go. Oh, could be a free to Martello, I'd say. It is. And Martello, a big kick, should slam this right down into the teeth of goals. It's on its way. It's not far out, about 30 metres out. Crosswell, showing brilliant judgment, takes the safe mark.
Good mark to Crosswell down there in the back pocket. Could have been a free kick to Hawthorn, but he said it might have been acted a bit, so the ball goes out to the half-back line now. Bremner gets his hands with Griggs in there battling now as Lee Matthews has got it. He's taken a fortnight to pick it up. He's still battling hard. He won't give in. He's got out with it now. And a mark to Nolan out there at half-back. Actually, it's across towards the centre half-back position. Kick by Nolan's a high one. Out to the wing. Knights and Brightest, like Blighted is. He was grabbing onto him then. We see the ball taken away by Schimmelbusch. Back it goes now to the forward pocket. Burns is there. He's grabbed Welsh. Welsh has given a hand pass back and Wade's got it. What's he going to do with it? 5 for the goal, but doesn't make the distance. It's right across the face, and a good mark taken here by Scott. Good mark to Scott at the full-back position. Be a 15-metre penalty against Brightest.
Scotty looked to be going, Lou.
Well, he didn't cross his mark,
no,
Mike.
But he was starting to move.
There's the hand pass now. It's a dangerous one as Bremner still gets a kick and misses a bump from Kekovic. Up goes Farron, couldn't hold the mark. Going through this time is Henshaw. Back it goes to centre half forward. Scotty's there, goes for the punch. Staying down as Davis. He snapped for goal, but he's off target this time and through for 1 point. So they go to 10 goals, 3, 63 points, North Melbourne. That's pretty good kicking. To Hawthorn, 6 goals, 6, 42 points.
21 points in front. North Melbourne, the short one out here from Moore. He finds Rawlings. Bridus a bit quick to get over the mark there. Just better watch himself. Rollings takes his kick, tries to steer it in towards the centre. Nolan's there. Big fella goes up in front. It comes down to Keith Gregg. He drives north into attack once again. The Hawthorn defence trying to stand firm, but Kekovich! Oh, blazes away and puts it through. Oh, he struck with the speed of a striking cobra then. Hawthorn 6-6-42. North Melbourne 11-3-69. Coming up to the 10-minute mark in the third quarter.
There's the coaches, Barassi and Kennedy sitting up there. Kennedy doesn't seem too happy. I wouldn't be if I was him. 27 points down and North Melbourne. New ball coming on the ground. Brilliant play that time by Sam Kekovich. By golly, he broke clear of the pack. The crowd are on their toes now because they can smell victory for North, but it's a long way from over yet. Mark my words. Waiting for the umpire to throw the ball down. It'll be Big Nolan and Jones to go for the knockout. Jones 31 for Hawthorn. Down it goes. Knocked out by Nolan, a good knockout. But there we see Knights, he's grabbed but he can't get clear. A chance for Greig to mark. He's got to pay the mark, a beautiful mark. Keith Greig, there's going to be a 15-metre penalty here. You watch this, yes it is. Trot, that's about the third time he's crept over the mark today. This will give Greig a chance to send them deep into attack. It's a long kick, nearly into the goal square. Up they go, pushed away by Scott. Here's the go now for Cable. He's gone for a hand pass. Over to Schimmelbusch, he fires for the goal, but it doesn't make the distance. At the back is Wade. He couldn't hold the mark. Scott overruns the ball, he's got it now. He goes for a wild hand pass. Coming now is Chesney, he's grabbed to get a free kick.
Yes.
He didn't have the ball.
Oh, it's gone the other way.
Golly, he's played it the other way.
Murphy to take it. Oh, Louis, I agree with you from our position here. However, the ball now almost to the wing position. Martello from behind couldn't quite get to it. It's Henshaw with the ball. Henshaw a hand pass to Keith Gregg. Gregg on the half-forward flank on the northern side. Blazes in towards the goals. Plenty of North Melbourne players there. But Scott goes up, knocking the ball away. Through comes Bremner. Bremner is grabbed. And there's a struggle allowing Kelvin Moore to come out with it. He goes deep to the flank on the outer side. Ablett misses the bounce of the ball. And here's a go now for Feltham. Feltham a gentle hand pass over to Cable. Cable a beautiful pass. Picked up by Arnold Bridus. Bridus has kicked one goal. He would be 45, maybe 50 metres out. Kicking from the southern side to the western end goal. There it goes. The result, I think he's missed it. One behind. Arnold Bridus not too happy with himself either. And so the scoreboard reads Hawthorn 6-6-42, North Melbourne 11-4-70.
Waiting on Moore to bring the ball back into play. 28 points the difference in favour of North Melbourne. About 11 minutes gone of this third quarter. Moore. A punt kick out to that half-back line. It's a pretty good long one, and Jones has taken the mark. He quickly plays on. Drives it down towards the half-forward line. Gumbleton and McMoncrief. There's a go for Farrell. He breaks clear. Finally gets a kick back towards the centre of the ground. Burns punches it on. Blight falls over. In goes Bremner. He can't get rid of it. He gives a wild one. Look at Sam going through. Oh, Jaworski's having a battle now. What's going to happen? They said play as Knights comes out with the ball, but he's fumbling. Finally, it's left to Tuck to take it back now towards the centre of the ground. Rantall and Lee Matthews having a battle. There's Mark coming out. He'll certainly get his kick. Punched away from Calvin Matthews. Lee Matthews has grabbed his ball to the ground. Holding the ball against him.
Oh, play on his call.
I thought he called holding the ball there.
You're right, Louis. I think he did, but maybe he didn't blow the whistle. He made the gesture with his hands, but he obviously called
well,
play
back
on.
to that centre half-back position. The ball up in now in Hawthorn's attacking zone. Down she goes. Nolan and Mantello. Knocked out by Nolan. A beautiful knockout. And there we see the ball go further forward through Burns. Well up towards the full forward zone. Pushed away by Moore. Oh, Welsh's kicker smothers. Gives Bremner a go, but he's grabbed. Hand passes back to Scott, and they're under pressure, Hawthorn, at the moment. As the ball comes back to Rollins, it's knocked away from him. The umpire said play on as he breaks clear. But there's Cable right on his tail. He's grabbed. Look, what's going to happen now? Umpire still calling play on. They're both standing there. What's he going to do? Down he goes, going to pay a free kick.
Oh, clear.
Oh, they were both dumbfounded, the two. They stood there and watched. They thought it was going to be a free kick the other way.
Well, Lou, with respect to the umpire, he was a little distance from them, and undoubtedly they didn't hear any whistle. This crowd here into the forward zone for Hawthorn, knocked away there by Cumberland. Over the line it goes, and there'll be a throw-in between the half-forward flank and forward pocket for Hawthorn on the northern side of the ground. Nolan still rucking there. Big old Martello doing battle with him. It comes down to Trott. A kick by Trott going into the forward zone. Waiting there is Crosswell, all on his Pat Malone. Crosswell goes in towards the centre, taken by Dench. Dench of North Melbourne, the bit of the run on. Towards centre half forward. Oh, Peter Knights almost pulled down a ripper, but he's still going. Knights, he's grabbed by Cable. There'll be a ball up here, I'd reckon. No, it's called play on. And Knights, well played, Peter Knights. Comes out with the ball, gets it to the half forward flank on the member stand side, and a mark is being taken there by John Hendry of Hawthorn. He's on the half forward flank on the northern side of the MCG in this 1975 Grand Final. Moncrief in the goal square. Cumberland watching him. Hendry's kick going to the edge of the goal square, knocked away here by Farrell. Players overrun the ball. Dench is in there. Moncrief dives on top of it. Martello comes in. Rantall showing judgment. Comes in through that pocket. He gets it to the half-back flank on the outer side of the ground. He's hoping for the boundary line, and it's there.
Out of bounds. Good play by Rantall. Real defensive football.
Had he not found that boundary line, Lou, there were two Hawthorn players sweating on it.
That's right. It was great play because there was no one there to kick it for him. Ball back into play. It'll be Jones and Kekovich. Knocked out by Jones. Back towards Lee Matthews, but he's in trouble as Farron takes the ball away from him. And the ball goes well down towards Blight and Knights. And Blight's got the mark. A beautiful mark. I think it's about the first time that Knights has been beaten for the ball all day. Kicked by Blight is back now towards that forward pocket position. They're all just weight on the head that time. They're all pushing and shoving. The ball finally comes out here to Jones as he can't get clear. And I think the umpire's going to ball it up.
Ball's in a bit of trouble. He's limping, Calvin Moore.
Calvin Moore in trouble. They'll certainly miss him. There's the bounce. Jones going for it again. Taps it out. Rowland's got it on the half-back line. Wade on his tail as Rowland drives the ball back out towards Wade and Rantall and Matthews. Knocked out by Rantall. Picked up by Martello. Oh, Calvin Matthews can't pick it up. They're all battling. So is Trott. Lee Matthews now tries to break clear, but he's grabbed. I think the umpire said play on as the ball goes down. Crosswell. He didn't pay the mark, but Crosswell's played on. And a beautiful pass to Cable. Here's Cable going for a hand pass. It's a good one too. And we see North Melbourne swinging to attack as the ball goes wide. Going after is Bryderson Scott. Scott's there first. He can't pick it up. He's grabbed. Still gets a hand pass back. In chips Welsh. Good play by Welsh on the half-back line. He drives the ball across to centre field. Moncrief overruns the ball. There's a beautiful pick-up by Chisnell. And he hooks the ball back. And an easy mark to Jaworski, who drives the ball a long way up towards the forward zone. Crosswell and Hendry. Crosswell can't pick it up. Hendry's battling. Hendry goes after it again. He knocks it over to Maher. He fires for the goals. And it looks like 1 point to me. It is 1 point.
Oh, a very exciting passage of play then. Hawthorn trying desperately to get back into this game. Hawthorn 6-7-43. North Melbourne 11-4-70. A kick out then goes, looks like Henshaw who kicked out, and it hasn't been touched, and it's gone over the line. And this will allow a penalty to be taken by Hawthorn. Lee Matthews to take the kick. Well, that may have been good had it come off, but it didn't, so it's bad. Lee Matthews a long way out from goals. The little champion comes up. It's on its way. It's going to lob in the goal square. There they go. Crosswell went up high. In comes Calvin Matthews. Can't get a clear sight. He's met there. The ball forced over the boundary line, and there'll be a throw-in that forward pocket for Hawthorn. On the southern side, not far out from the goals. A vital effort from both sides needed here. Up goes Nolan, he taps it down. The ball kicked out of the way there, out towards the half-back flank. Feltham has the run of it, but in comes Kekovich. Whoa, almost lost his head. He's still going, Sam. He tries a short run across here towards David Dench. Dench is out on the half-back flank now. A big kick from Dench, sends it to the half-forward flank. Blight goes up from behind, almost spectacular. But no, it's Rawlings of Hawthorn coming in. Little Rawlings takes his time. tries to get it in towards centre half forward. It beats everybody but Sam Kekovich. Kekovich over to Chisnell. He fumbles. He gets it over to Gregg, however. Keith Gregg going forward. A big kick into the forward zone. Wade is racing for it there. It could beat him through for one behind, and it does so. Gee, the tempo is quickened up in the last few minutes, Louis.
Well, the pressure's on both sides.
As the scoreboard, Hawthorn 6-7-43, North Melbourne 11-5-71.
Still 28 points the difference. We wait now for Scott to kick off. Doesn't look like Calvin Moore's too good. His foot's heavily bandaged. That's his left boot. Scott kicks the ball out to the half-back line. At the back is Blight. Punched away by Blight. Grabbed by Tuck. Tuck clears away from Kekovich. And he drives the ball back towards the half-forward line. At the back is Farrell. There's a chance now to give a hand pass. Oh, a good one. Oh, golly, there's a go for Hendry. He's top-ended that time. He's got a free kick for Tripp. Hendry takes the free kick on that half-forward line.
20 minutes into the third quarter.
20 minutes into the third quarter. Hendry with a free kick, ready to send Hawthorn into attack. And they're leading by 28 points, North Melbourne. The kick by Hendry is a long one into the goal square. And a mark to Martello. That was a good, strong mark. He's already kicked one goal. He's right on the edge of the goal square, as you can see. This will make the difference, 22 points. Hawthorn really struggling at the moment. But it's not over by a long shot as Martello comes in for his kick. It looks good and it is good. 7 goals, 7. Hawthorn. 49 points to North Melbourne, 11-5, 71 points. So it's 22 points the difference again. Listen to that crowd, Michael. They're going mad at the moment, aren't they? That's the Hawthorn crowd really rallying to urge their side into the game again.
21 minutes into the third quarter. Rice is coming on. Rice is coming on for Hawthorn as Kevin Smith bounces the ball. There they go. Nolan taps the ball away. In comes Brendan of Hawthorn. He picks up. He gets it towards the wing position on the outer side of the ground, and Ablett takes a great mark. Ablett of Hawthorn. The Hawks firing back now. Kicks up to the half-forward flank on that outer side. Rawlings is racing for it. It bounces over the line.
And Moore's off the ground. The fullback, the champion fullback, is off the ground.
Louis, there's a blow for Hawthorn. Who's gone to fullback? Bremner, has he? Looks like Bremner. Gee, what bad luck for Calvin Moore and for Hawthorn. Here's North now trying to get that ball out. Gregg has grabbed too high. And I'd suggest it's his free kick. Bad luck for Calvin Moore. He's in pain there, as you can see. Gregg kicks it up in towards the centre. It's an awkward bounce, but the North Melbourne players are equal to the task. It's Burns with the ball, but oh, he went that one dip too many. Knocks it across here to Chisnell. Chisnell of North Melbourne into the forward zone once again. Up goes Knights, but it's Doug Wade with it. Wade hooks it over his shoulder, but he's offline, and 1 point will result. So Hawthorn 7-7. It'll be North Melbourne 11-6.
Waiting now for the ball to come back into play. Bremner now playing at fullback. Calvin Moore off the ground. And he played a great game up to this stage of the match. Here's Bremner. Ball kicked out wide. There's no one there out there with Matthews, and he's got an easy mark. Mark to Matthews. A hand pass over to Rice, but Rice dropped it. There'll be a ball up on the North Melbourne half-forward line. Well, it certainly hasn't been Lee Matthews' day today. He's been caught. He's made quite a few mistakes, but still it happens to all champions. Down she goes. Really a push in the back to Jones. The umpire said as Matthews trying to get his way through the pack, and the umpire's found a free kick. And it will go to Lee Matthews. Matthews on the half-back line. Drives it back towards the wing position. Calvin Matthews couldn't hold that mark. Punched wide. Marr going after it. Marr's got it now. He'll always get his kick. Marr kicks it wide to the wing position. Oh, Crosswell nearly grabbed that one. He won't give in, Crosswell. Look at him still going after. The umpire's paid a free kick to Hendry. Don't ask me what for. Hendry's with a free kick now on that half-forward on a hand pass. There's a go for Murphy. Murphy boots the ball up to the forward pocket zone. Punched away by Gumble, and the ball is out of bounds.
They'll take a throw in on Hawthorn's half-forward flank on the northern side of the ground. Or member side, whichever you prefer. Martello going in there. Gumberland goes up with him. Gumberland hooks it around, taken by Cable. Cable gets it in towards the centre of the MCG. Kekovich shoves Jaworski out the way, couldn't take the mark. In comes Peter Knight. Peter Knight's a big kick into the forward zone. The pressure on the North backs. Up goes Crosswell and takes the mark. There was no infringement. He gets it over here to Cable. Cable here to Dench. Dench has his hand pass intercepted, taken by Cable. Over to Henshaw. North backs under pressure again as the ball gets up to the wing position, taken by Malcolm Blight. It's on the southern or outer side. Blight going for a run. Eventually kicks in here towards the forwards for North Melbourne. Brightest with the ball. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he's lost it altogether. And away they go through Jaworski. Gets it in towards the centre. Greg couldn't take the mark. Cutting across there is David Dench. He's tackled. Martello has it. Trips over. Nolan takes it for North. Nolan gets it out to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Taken by Peter Knight. Knights of Hawthorn back towards centre half-forward. And there's a push in the back, I'd say. Oh, yes, Calvin. Calvin Matthews tried to break clear, but it's Rantall's free kick at the true centre half-back position. Rantall of North steady in the crisis because I reckon Hawthorn are unleashing everything at this stage. The ball on the half-forward flank for North. Welsh comes through, breaks clear. Welsh screws it in towards the centre half-forward posse again. Cable almost on the half volley. Cable is still going. Martello's there. Martello gets it across to Marr. Marr, a hurried kick, doesn't go anywhere. Taken by Trott. Trott of Hawthorn. Into the forward zone for the Hawks. Moncrief flies. Crosswell knocks it away. Henshaw is held. And it's Henshaw's free kick.
A free kick to Henshaw. Nearly got his finger kicked off there. He's at centre half back. There's the kick by Henshaw. It's all right. And a mark to Feltham. And they go to attack a pass. It's good. And there's a mark to Shimmerbush. A long kick by Shimmerbush into the goal square. At the back as Waiters a go. A goal. He's got it again. A goal away. That's his third goal. He's playing like a rover down there.
We're into time on in the third quarter. 26 minutes gone. And look at that scoreboard. Hawthorn 7-7-49. North Melbourne 12-6-78. Gee, that's a handy lead. And Wade telling his fellow forwards what's required of them. He knows he's played in a premiership with Geelong, Doug Wade. And look at him. 3 goals he's kicked. He must be pretty wrapped in proceedings, the big fella. Back in the centre, Nolan gets up there, but at Hawthorn through Jones, tap it away, but it's North into attack. But they get out of it through Leon Rice. He gets it down towards centre half forward. Here's Crosswell once again. Has he been a stumbling block? He gets it across here. It's taken by Burns. Burns of North Melbourne breaks clear. A big kick up towards centre half forward. Up goes Brightest. Doesn't come down with it. In comes Jaworski. Gets it over to Bremner. Bremner steadies. Shoots it up here towards Ablett on the wing. Ablett fumbles. Takes his kick eventually. In towards the centre half forward posse. No mark however to Farron. Taken by Lee Matthews. Lee Matthews, a hurried one. Oh, it's a 60-yarder, 30 up and 30 down. And Rantall for North takes the mark.
A great save mark. He's been a great player today, Rantall. Rantall, Knights for Hawthorn. Crosswell. We've seen some great football. And a mark taken out here now by Barry Davis. Davis with a kick around towards that half-forward line. There's a go for Feltham. Punched away by Knights. There's a go as the ball goes back. Can Wade get it? No, he can't. It's picked up by Rice. Rice drives it back towards the centre of the ground. And a mark taken by Jaworski. Been a great battler too for Hawthorn. They've been under tremendous pressure, the defence of Hawthorn. So the ball goes back towards that centre half-forward position. Oh, it bounces the wrong way for everyone at the moment. Mark can't pick it up. He's got it now, but still gets his kick. Back it goes towards the full forward zone. Going after is Rantall. Good plays. He gets the ball over the Crosswell. They've both been a stumbling blocks. Wide out to Feltham. Feltham going after it. In goes Tuck, and he's kicked it off the ground, and the ball is out of bounds. No big pardons at the moment. There we see Tuck rubbing his ear. Ball out of bounds, waiting for the ball to come back into play. Knocked away by Jones, but it's North Melbourne taking the ball away through Davis. Up towards their half forward it goes. Going after us, Leon Rice. He's grabbed. Umpire said hold the ball. And the free kick is on the half forward line of Shimmerbush. Let's see what Wade can do this time, because Bremner's on his mark. Up to Wade and Bremner. Wade taps it down. Going through as Welsh. Good strong play as the back pocket play for Hawthorn. But look at Kekovich on his tail. The ball back. Ball pushed out again. There goes Gumbleton. A hand pass over to Davis. North Melbourne looking pretty strong as the ball goes down towards their half forward line. Blight gets one hand to it. Still battles hard. Can't get clear. Umpire said ball up about 55 metres out from the North Melbourne goal.
Coming up towards the three-quarter time siren, I would think. 29 minutes of the third quarter gone. What a beauty this is. A bounce. Kekovic is in there. The ball knocked away by Jones. In comes Feltham. Got one in the back. The siren goes for three-quarter time with the scoreboard reading in the 1975 Grand Final at three-quarter time. Hawthorn 7-7-49. North Melbourne 12-6-78. The VFL Grand Final 1975 final quarter, Hawthorn versus North Melbourne. The scoreboard reading, Hawthorn 7-7-49, trailing by 29 points. North Melbourne 12-6-78, but it's Hawthorn into attack. The ball going deep into their forward zone, players overrunning it. Here's Rantall, he's been a stumbling block all day. Rantall kicks to the half-back flank on that outer side, and the mark has been taken over there by Chisnell. He puts his boot into it, drives it over the centre, up towards centre half forward, too high for Nolan. Jaworski comes out. Lou.
Jaworski gets the ball back towards that half-forward line. Rantall spills the one, but he won't give in. He goes after it again. It'll be a ball up. Played a great game, Rantall. Been a lot of good players on both sides. The defenders of both teams have played very well. Waiting now. Down she goes. Nolan and Martello. Both missed it. Ball driven back again into the forward zone. Over the head, the Packers are going now. And he played it safe, Gumbleton, and took it through for 1 point.
So it's a 28-point lead to North Melbourne. Henshaw kicking out from the western end. Are North Melbourne on the way to their first premiership in 50 years in the Victorian Football League? A big kick from Henshaw goes out to the flank position on the outer side. Nolan, the man in front, appeals for the mark, but it's going the other way. And listen to the North Melbourne crowd as Jones takes his kick. That's a big kick to the edge of the goal square. They move in. Dents went up a mile. Came out with the ball. Gets it over here to Crosswell. Crosswell over to Rantall. Rantall back towards a back flank taken by Martello. He gets it over to Leon Rice. Rice into the goal square once again. Moncrief went up high. But look at that. Gumbleton will be awarded the mark.
A great mark to Gumbleton down there at full back. Beautiful mark. Defence standing up pretty well for North Melbourne. Ball driven out towards the members' side of the ground. There's Marr and Grigg having a great battle. It'll beat them both and out of bounds on the Hawthorn half-forward line. About 80 metres around from their goal. Every minute counts for Hawthorn at the moment. They're trailing by 28 points. Knocked out by Jones. Mixed that one. Here's the go now for Martello. Up it goes towards Calvin Matthews. He got his hands to it, but it's through for 1 point. So they reduce their lead to 27 points now.
Waiting for Henshaw to kick out from the western end. There's the scoreboard. Henshaw coming along this northern flank. A big fella. Nolan goes up there. Jones knocks the ball away. It's taken there by Feltham. He loses, however. Here's slamming Sammy after it. Sammy Kekovic picks up. Goes towards the wing position. Kicks up towards the half-forward flank. And he's put over the boundary line. And the kick will be given downfield after Kekovic kicked. Rowling's got into him. Bumped him clean over the boundary line after he had kicked, and Blight will take the resultant penalty on the half-forward flank, on the northern side of the ground. North players, you can see, they've been told at three-quarter time, don't let up, don't give them time to spit. Hawthorn with their 19th and 20th on. Looks like Cowton is coming on for North Melbourne. He's coming along the boundary line, Gary Cowton. There he is, as Blight comes up. Up to the eastern end goal it goes. Oh, it's a mammoth kick too. It's a beauty. And it bounces there. An awkward bounce over the boundary line, and there'll be a throw-in in that forward pocket for North Melbourne on the northern side. There's the throw-in. The ball comes to ground. It's knocked away here by Leon Rice. Over towards Jaworski. He fumbles it a little. In comes Wade. Bremner can't get the run of it. Oh, off the ground by Arnold Brightus, and it's interpreted as kicking in danger. Who came off then, Lou?
I can't pick him up. I'm trying. There he is down there. It's Farrant.
Gary Farrant off, and Cowton on.
There's the ball back into play this time by Bremner. Right across towards centre half forward. Going after is Davis. And North Melbourne swinging to attack again. Racing after is Jaworski. He's picked it up on the first bounce, but he's upended. There's a go now for Chisnell. Up towards the full forward zone, and a good mark to...
Oh, in the pocket! In the pocket!
Look at this fight going on down here, look. By golly, they were going hammer and tongs there. Well, that's the first instant we've seen for the whole match, Mike.
Oh, well. That's the result of it.
It's Brent to take the ball again. Gets it back towards centre half back. At the back is Nolan. He hasn't played the mark. He actually threw the ball there. Coming through his trot. He can't pick it up. It's finally picked up by Jaworski again. Driven wide to the wing position. He dropped it that time, Moncrief. On his tail is Gumbel, but Moncrief's clear now. And he'll send Hawthorn to attack as the ball goes up towards that. And a mark to Matthews. Calvin Matthews has got the mark.
A 15-metre penalty.
A 15-metre penalty makes him about, 45? No more than 45 metres out from goal on a very slight angle. They're leading by 27 points, North Melbourne. There's the kick by Matthews. Oh, what's happened? 1 point. And they breathe again, North Melbourne.
I was all prepared, actually. I was starting to write that down and the time alongside it. There's the scoreboard coming up to the 6-minute mark in the final quarter. Hawthorn 7-10, 52. North Melbourne 12-6, 78. The kick out, the mark taken there by Ablett. Ablett is on the half-forward flank on the southern side. Big kick by Ablett. Oh, it's a beauty, but he's offline, I feel, and another point results. Takes them on to 53, and North Melbourne 78. It's 25 points of difference. Could be Dench kicking off this time. Dench, oh, it's a big kick coming along the northern flank. Up goes Keith Gregg, almost pulled down a beauty. Kekovich is in there, so too is Peter Knights. Feltham dives on top of the ball. He's grabbed by Trott. Bit of a stalemate here.
He didn't have the ball,
it's against him. Oh, blimey. Trott has got it on the half-forward flank. Well, listen to the North crowd. Oh, it's off the side of Trott's boot. Goes over on the full, and it could be Barry Cable to take it.
Yes, a free kick to Barry Cable. A penalty free down there at half-back. A little short of half-back on the members' side. 25 points in front, North Melbourne. Kick by Cables around towards the wing position. Players set themselves. Big Nolan couldn't mark. That's Feltham trying to get clear. It's taken away by Tucker. Going to get a free kick. Free kick to Feltham. Feltham's got the free kick. A little short of the wing position. Not many players up in that full forward zone for North Melbourne as he gets it across to centre field. Counting on the ground. There's Welsh going out to Chisnell right on his tail. He's got him. He's grabbed him. Umpire says players count this down. And they're not begging any pardons at the moment as the ball goes back and a mark to Blight.
Malcolm Blight is now on the back line. Oh, too high, I'd say. That's a hard way to get it in a 15-metre penalty. Well, Hawthorn can see the trouble they're in. Players arguing with the umpire, in this case Desmar, as Blight comes up. The kick. It's going to land in the goal square. A chance here. No mark. Wade comes in. He's got possession. Loses it. Wade is still going. He tries to get it across here. The ball pushed out the Cable. Cable, the left foot snap. It's smothered by Jaworski over the line. Great defensive play by Jaworski. And there'll be a throw in that forward pocket for North Melbourne. Oh, full credit to both teams. Hawthorn doing everything possible to get back in this game. A knock away by Jones. Chance here for Peter Knights. Couldn't get the run of the ball. Picked up by Lee Matthews. Lee Matthews drives it in towards the centre. Murphy races for it. Takes the mark. Goes back now to take his kick. Murphy of Hawthorn. It's off the side of his boot. Awkward one. It's on the half-forward flank for Hawthorn. Feltham in possession. Feltham a hand pass to Gumbel. He's in trouble. In comes Martello. Martello kicks the ball forward. Rantall is there with Rawlings. Rawlings has it. He's being held. In keeps Rawlings. He keeps going. Hooks it around. And he's put it over the line on the full.
Out of bounds down there in the forward pocket. Hawthorn struggling hard to get a goal. They've got to get a goal now to lift themselves. And they're certainly playing plenty of pressure football as Dench drives the ball back out to that half-back line. Ball pushed away as a go for Rowlands now. He fires for the goals. But once again they're off target. It's through for 1 point. And they've reduced the lead to 24 points.
9.5 minutes into the final quarter.
Well, they've got to get a goal, North. Hawthorn to really lift themselves now, and they're attacking. It's taking tremendous energy out of them. Both sides must be very, very tired. There's Dents coming in for his kick. No one, a couple of making a lead there. I'd go for the long kick if I was Dents. And he's booted the ball right out to that half-back flank. There's Scott and Nolan. Punched away by Scott. Oh, good play by Chisnell. He gets his kicked on a good one. In goes Rice. He's grabbed by Davis. Loose the ball. Holding the ball against him. Didn't have much of a chance that time. And Davis takes that free kick out there on the wing position.
Let's see where Barry Davis places the ball. He'll use it intelligently. It's a beautiful drop kick going down towards the pocket on that outer side. It's an awkward one, and in comes Bridus. Bridus ducks and weaves. He straightens up. He kicks in at the goals in the last line of defence. The magnificent Peter Knights once again. Knights goes straight up the ground almost. No mark here to Rice. Ball picked up by Henry. Struggled into the centre. Players come to meet it. Murphy couldn't get the run of it. Cowton gets it over to Keith Gregg. Gregg of North Melbourne puts a big one in towards the pocket. Bridus is racing for it. It's an awkward bounce for him. Beats him over the line, and there'll be a throw-in North Melbourne's forward pocket on the outer or southern side. The pressure right on. Can Hawthorn get out of this? Or will North hang on to take their first premiership? A good knockdown by Scott. Burns comes in here. He's got the run of the ball. Welsh is after him. Burns still going there, but takes it over the line. And there'll be a throw-in up towards the half-forward flank now for North Melbourne on the outer side. Scott, number 23. Comes in with Nolan, number 22. Scott gets the front posse. They both tap it. Scott looking for the free kick, and the umpire agrees with him.
Yes, the free kick to Scott down there, a little short of half-back. They've both played pretty tough football, Nolan and Scott. Hardly been off the ball all day, the two of them. There's the long hand pass over to Hendry. Hendry gives another hand pass back to Rice, but he's in trouble. Gets a quick kick. Punched away by Chisnell. There's a go now for Faltham. They go to attack again, North Melbourne. Welsh couldn't get that one that time. Picked up by Jones. A hand pass to Bremner. Back it goes. Davis got a chance to mark. He can't hold it. He's trying to juggle it as the ball is picked up by Hendry again. And Hawthorn get it around towards their half-forward line. And a beautiful mark to Crosswell. There's Crosswell now, ready to send North Melbourne into attack. It's a long kick by Crosswell. It falls a bit short at the last moment. And an easy mark to Scott. Nearly played on that time. Kikovic on the mark. He's balked him as he goes for a bit of a run now. Ball goes back. Oh, Gumbleton's overrun it. Here comes Cowton. Can he pick it up? He's pushed away that time by Moncrief. Ball back there towards Murphy. He tries to get a hand pass to Trott, but he's grabbed. Umpire will ball this up for sure on the half-forward line for Hawthorn, about 70 metres out from their goal.
Umpire Kevin Smith well in control in this game. They move in. Scott comes in there with Nolan. Nolan taps the ball down. Here's Cable. He's grabbed. No free kick taken by Cowton. Cowton drives it not very handsomely, but effectively out to the flank. Taken by Keith Gregg. He keeps it into play brilliantly. It's going towards Peter Knights. Well knocked away there by Faltham. In comes Jones. Jones a little bit awkward. He gets the ball over to Bremner. Bremner has the run. He gets the hand pass over to Desmar. Desmar of Hawthorn tries to steer it in towards the centre. Here's a go now for Hawthorn. It's taken by Murphy. He's on his own. Murphy tries to get it in towards centre half forward. It's an awkward one. Little Rawlings has got it. He's grabbed by Rantall. Over to Ablett it goes. Ablett of Hawthorn kicks it into Crosswell. Crosswell coming in now will clear. Crosswell a big kick down towards centre half forward. Out they come. Bridus has dropped the mark. Picked up by Burns. Burns weaving and turning. Steadies. He tries a short one in here. Will it come off? No, Knight spoiled it. Bridus is still going. Over to Wade. Wade into an open goal.
He's throwing the ball, I think.
He's going to bring it back.
Yeah, he's got a free kick against Bridus for throwing the ball away.
Well, it's a game man who will do that, and undoubtedly umpire Kevin Smith
I'd say he was right.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that for a minute, Lou, that he was right. And the ball is up in the crowd somewhere there.
Oh, how would you feel? Wade was a certain goal too.
That could have been the...
Well, there's no doubt about it. Line of throw for me, Michael. Waiting now for Bremner to take that free kick. They're still leading by 25 points. The ball back. Punched away again by North. There's a go for Jaworski, doing a great job down there in defence. Out comes Tuck. He picks it up on the first hop. Gets his kick over the centre half forward line. Oh, up in the air. That time was Dents. But he's paid the mark to Henshaw, I think it is. Yes, Henshaw takes the mark. He quickly plays on. And a mark to Rantall. And what a game he's played. He's gone for a pass wide to Davis. Davis can't hold the mark. He must be terribly tired as he goes around the boundary line. He's got it now, and he sends it up to the forward pocket. Brightus can't hold the mark, and the ball is out of bounds in the forward pocket, about 30 metres around from the North Melbourne goal.
Louis,
wow, did that ball go around there quickly?
Some of these blokes are going up and down on the one spot. This has been played at a terrific bat. Kekovich and Scott going for it there. Jones comes in from the side, knocks the ball clear. Ablett couldn't get to it to save it from going over the boundary. It's on North Melbourne's half-forward flank where we'll take the throw-in. Kekovich and Scott once again. Kekovich looking for the free and he's getting it. Scott going crook. Well, he's giving his all. Scott. Kekovich has kicked one goal. Oh, he's a hell of a way out here. He'll have to kick this the best part of 70 metres to put it through. But he's quite likely to do it. Big Sam slamming Sammy. It's on its way. It's going to drop short. There they go, the man in front. It's Brightus, is it? Arnold Brightus is marked. 15 metres out. He's kicked one. Doug Wade when chasing that ball. Coming up to the 16-minute mark. Arnold Brightus, oh, he wouldn't be 15, 12 metres. No, he's not even that. Now he's 5 metres. There must have been a penalty. That's right. And he's put it through. He's put it through. 16 minutes into the final quarter. And the scoreboard now reads in the 1975 Grand Final, Hawthorn 7-12-54, North Melbourne 13-6-84. 30 points in front with about, let me see, I would say about 13 minutes to go, Lou.
Well, OK, North Melbourne heading for their first premiership. And the players must be really on their toes. Listen to that crowd going mad.
And Lou, do you know that these players are competing, the winning team, the WD&HO Wills Award, the winning team will get $13,000 and the runners-up will get $6,000 in the Wills Award.
There's the ball down again and North Melbourne get it out, but there's Trott going after it. He's pushed aside. North Melbourne desperate at the moment as we wait for the umpire to bounce the ball. North Melbourne with their sights on their first flag. Down she goes. Knocked away by Cowton. Up towards their forward line. Good play by Peter Knights, but I think he might know he hasn't put it out of bounds. Chance for Schimmelbusch to mark. Staying at the back was Cowton. He can't get clear. Greig's there backing up well. Look at this fella go now. Greig's ready to send him to attack. He's going to boot the ball long up towards Wade. What's going to happen now? The ball's pushed to the ground. Kekovich trying to get clear. Gets a hand pass. Brent just missed it. There's Greig going for a goal. Oh! He's kicked the point. He's kicked the point. He could have run another 10 metres. That puts them 31 points in front. That means they've got to kick 6 goals at the moment, Hawthorn, if they want to win the match. 7 goals, 12-54, Hawthorn. The North Melbourne, 13-7, and the time, Michael.
Coming up to the 18-minute mark in the final quarter. Bremner goes straight up the ground. It's a good kick too, and nobody able to take the mark. Davis is dragged to the ground. It's called play on, and umpire Kevin Smith will bounce. Between the centre and centre half-forward positions for North Melbourne. There'll be a hot time in our old town tonight. There's the bounce. There they go. Tuck gets a tap down. Cable gets it. Cable kicks it forward. Jones knocks it out of danger. But in comes Burns. It's taken there by Arnold Brightus. Brightus screws it around. It bounces. It's another goal. He's kicked 3 goals, Brightus. The scoreboard reads Hawthorn 17-12-54. North Melbourne 14-7-91. And I reckon we can say now you're seeing history. North Melbourne on the way to their first premiership, and damn good luck to them.
And it's 37 points in front as we wait for the umpire to throw the ball down. North Melbourne, the crowd are going berserk here.
Let us not forget Hawthorn. Those Hawthorn blokes are fighting it out every inch of the way.
There she goes. Knocked out by Nolan. In goes Cable. He can't get clear, but the umpire will ball it up. I'd say a free kick to Cable. And they go to attack again, North Melbourne. There's little Barry Cable, the little champ himself. Oh, they're playing hot football at the moment, North Melbourne. The first premiership in sight. He's gone for a hand pass to Sam Kickovich. They're showing a lot of confidence. Another short pass to Davis. Davis is a little short of the half-forward line, up towards the wing position. The crowd really on their toes, even though they are short pass to Cable again. They appear to be rattled at the moment, Hawthorn. I know this game slipped right out of their hands. Oh, they've had many good players, North Melbourne. Waiting on the ball. Up it goes by Cable. A long kick up to the full forward zone. At the back is Wade. He's overrun the ball. Picked up by Bremner. The ball goes back towards that half-back line. Knocked, good mark to Rice. And a good mark to Rice at half-back. And they're still, 37 points in front, North Melbourne. As we see, Rice drove the ball around towards the wing position. Punched away, back to Cable. He's grabbed. He's pushed in the back. He'll get a free kick. And Cable takes the free kick on the wing position.
20 minutes gone in the final quarter. Look at Barassi on the right-hand side of your screen. He's still not convinced it's won. He wants to hear that final siren. Cable coming up now. It's a nice kick too. It's a beautiful kick, in fact. Riders comes in there. But look at those Hawthorn defenders still going. Schimmelbusch is grabbed. In comes Peter Knights. Forces the ball forward. Knights takes it. Gets it up to the half-forward flank for Hawthorn. Calvin Matthews is there. Calvin Matthews moving forward. He could run into trouble. No, he takes his kick. It's a high one. Moncrief is there. Gumbelin knocks the ball away. Up they go again. Gumbelin appealing for the mark. And he was the only one to touch it, actually. And so that was the right decision. He was the only one to touch it. And a 15-metre penalty. Gumbelin from the half-back flank, hand passes to Cowton. Cowton gets it across here to Malcolm Blight. Malcolm Blight gets it down into the forward zone once again. No mark, chance here for Burns. He's going to be tackled by Welsh. A long hand pass to Arnold Bridus. Bridus steadies, he shoots at the big ones. And there's another one. That's the fourth goal to Bridus. As he come home with a burst in the last quarter. He's kicked 3 goals so far in this last quarter. And look at that scoreboard. In the last quarter of the 1975 Grand Final, Hawthorn 7-12-54, North Melbourne 15-7-97.
Back to the centre again. Waiting for the umpire to bounce the ball. North Melbourne have this Grand Final wrapped up. Down she goes. And there's a free kick. Someone's gone over the line. A free kick to North Melbourne. It's all North at the moment. North are well on top. How many minutes we play?
22 minutes gone.
22 minutes gone, and North Melbourne just about ready to fly that flag. Their first ever as the ball goes deep to attack. Up towards Wade and Bremner. Pushed away, grabbed by Burns. Over to Schimmelbusch, another goal. Oh, they're streaking away. That's his second goal. And Hawthorn, 7 goals, 12-54. Look at that score for North Melbourne, 16-7, 103 points. And they have this 1975 Grand Final and the flag flying on top of the gasometer for the first time.
22 and a half minutes gone. They're going to bring on Goodingham by the look of it. Smith bounces in the centre. Nolan moves in once again. Up goes Jones with him, still battling, taken by Lee Matthews. Matthews breaks clear, puts his boot in with deep into the forward zone. Plenty of North defenders there. Moncrief has the opportunity, but Dench forces it through for one behind to Hawthorn. Oh, listen to this crowd. Hawthorn 7-13-55, North Melbourne 16-7, 103. Who's coming off? Nolan's off. Nothing wrong with him, but to allow Goodingham, another ruckman, to come on. So Lurch, Barry Goodingham is on the field as Rantall takes that ball from the kickoff. Rantall gets it to the wing position on the outer side. Schimmelbusch and Rice going for it. Schimmelbusch breaks clear. Everything is going right for North Melbourne at this stage. They kick in towards centre half forward. Plenty of them there. Keckovich tries to break clear. He's being hung onto, as you can see. The ball comes across here. It's Bridus. A short one in here towards Feltham. Feltham gets it over to Cable. Cable steadies. He shoots. One behind. Boy, what a finish to the season.
What a finish. We wait now for the full back. Bremner to bring the ball back into play. There's the kick out towards that centre half back position. Oh, nearly a mark to Sam. He couldn't get clear. And there we see going for the ball is Hendry. He gets a wild hand pass out to Hamblin. Oh, beautiful play by Chisnell. How are they playing with confidence now as the ball goes across the green? staying at the back. Now he picks it up, recovers beautifully. He's going to have a shot now. He's going for Wade. Oh, Wade's now free kick to Wade. A free kick. A free kick to Wade. He's going for his fourth goal. Oh, Gully waiting on Wade to have his shot from about.
Brassey's convinced, pardon me, he's left the stand, he's coming down onto the sidelines now.
Waiting now for Wade to have a go for his fourth goal. And North Melbourne 17th. It's been a landslide for North. By golly, they've played great football. There's Doug Wade, the oldest man playing football, but still managed to kick 4 goals so far for his, in the grand final. The kick by Wade is a goal. And they move to 17 goals, 8. 110 points North Melbourne, to Hawthorn 7-13, 55 points.
And went into the time on period, coming up to the 25.5-minute mark in the final quarter, the 1975 Grand Final. Look at that. Boy, oh boy.
Well, it's a ring-a-ding-ding for North Melbourne, isn't it?
A ring-a-ding-ding, Louis, all right. There's Barassi. Look at him. He's cracking it for a smile. His first smile in weeks. Here's Barry Davis driving that ball forward for North. Deep into the forward zone once again. In comes Feltham. Feltham into an open goal. He couldn't miss. And there's another one. Oh, they're coming home with a full head of steam. Hawthorn 7-13-55. North Melbourne 18-8, 116. And if anybody reckons that they thought North would win by any margin such as this, then they are dead set romances.
I'll say they are, but what a great game they've played. Every player on this side has played as if he really wanted to win this flag, and now she's all wrapped up for them. What a sight it'll look, and what a time they'll have in the old town tonight at the Southern Cross, a lot of them. There's the bounce down. Up it goes. Goodingham gets the tap down, taken away by Tuck. But they're only playing by memory now, Hawthorn, as the ball goes back to centre-half back. Picked up by Calvin Matthews, a shot for goal. It's a goal, but it's a long time coming, a goal for Hawthorn. And they go to 8 goals, 13. 61 points.
That's their first goal this quarter, Luke.
To North Melbourne, 18 goals, 8, 116 points. Doesn't that make you feel tremendously happy when you see that North Melbourne score? The first time ever to win a flag. And don't they deserve it?
27 minutes of the final quarter gone.
There's Barassi sitting down there waiting to go on there and congratulate his players, because it's a foregone conclusion now.
I'd reckon. Still the Hawthorn boys are battling it out. Up goes Goodingham, and he gets a tap away too, but it goes to Lee Matthews. Lee Matthews over centre half forward. Up goes Crosswell, and he takes a screamer. Gee, he's played a magnificent game, this fellow, Brent Crosswell. Crosswell from the back line drives it out towards the half-back flank on the member stand side, taken by Barry Davis. And he looks as if he's cramped up a little bit. He won't keep that cramp on for long, I can assure you. This is too exciting as he gets it to the wing position. Up goes Feltham, juggles a mark, but he'll be paid. It hung onto it long enough. Feltham, a little short of the wing position, actually. There it goes to the half-forward flank. Goodingham is a man in front. Martello goes from behind. In comes Cable. But Peter Knights is there. Magnificently done as usual. Peter Knights, a big kick in towards centre half forward, and the crowd applauding his effort. But look at Henshaw's great mark. Henshaw of North Melbourne at the true centre half back position. About to drive Hawthorn out. They're showing them no mercy. The kick over the centre. Cable waits there as Martello goes up for it. It comes down here to Desmar. Gets it out to the half-forward flank on that outer side. Hendry is racing for it. Crosswell is after him. Grabs him too. A hand pass goes here to Rawlings. Little Rawlings of Hawthorn takes a run. He runs into David Denton. Will be holding the ball. Yes, indeed. Temper's getting a bit frayed because those players have given their all out there in this 75 Grand Final. As David Dench comes up, kicks on its way to the wing position on the outer side. Up goes Goodingham, knocks it away from Big Al Martello. Goodingham gets it over to Keith Gregg. Gregg going through his run again. Now I wonder how far he'll go this time. He can go a little way. Gregg is still going. A hand pass over here towards Burns. Burns gets into trouble, out of trouble, back to Gregg. Gregg of North Melbourne steadies. The pass is good and is accepted by Shimmerbush. Shimmerbush looks for the lead. It's going to come off Kekovic. Oh, God, he's missed it.
He dropped an easy one. This gives Scott a chance to break clear. There's Scott going around the half-back line. And he's showing tremendous spirit too. He sides down, but he still gets his kick. He's just about exhausted as the ball comes back to Scott again. But he's too tired to take it. This allows Henshaw to boot the ball up to the full forward zone again. And a mark to Arnold Brightus. He's only about 45 metres out from goal, directly in front. Already kicked 4 goals, 3 goals this quarter. Going for the 19th goal, North Melbourne. Waiting on Arnold Brightus. There's the kick. It looks good. Another goal to North. North Melbourne, 19 goals, 8. 122 points to Hawthorn, 8-13-61.
It's the 1975 flag, and as we've said repeatedly, and we don't apologise for that, it's great for football to see North Melbourne taking out their first flag. A bounce in the centre. Siren should go at any moment as Goodingham knocks it down to Burns. Burns goes to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Cable's racing for it here with Welsh. Welsh leading in the race for the ball, but over the line she goes. And there'll be a throw-in on North Melbourne's half-forward flank on the outer or southern side. North Melbourne have doubled Hawthorn's score. Goodingham comes in once again. He taps it down once again too, but it's taken there and driven out of danger by Ablett. It's on the wing position, taken here by Hendry of Hawthorn. Hendry tries a hand pass over here towards Trott. Trott, he deep into the forward zone. They back there, or Murphy. No free kick picked up by Moncrief. He screws it over his shoulder. This should be good, and it is. That's his second, Moncrief. So the scoreboard reads Hawthorn 9-13-67, well behind North Melbourne 19-8-122. Ball being brought back towards the centre. The siren should go at any given moment. And boy, I reckon all hell will break loose then.
Well, the police are pretty well around the ground, Michael.
As usual, the Victoria Police Force doing their magnificent job. I think we come to expect it all the time, but they do a magnificent job. Bounced by Kevin Smith. Martello gets right across the back of Goodingham, right over the top, and Goodingham will take the free kick. Barry Goodingham. It's a big kick too. To the centre half-forward position. Scott knocks the ball away. The ball is picked up by Jaworski. Back in towards the centre here. This is a pretty long quarter. In they come. It's North Melbourne through Chisnell, getting that ball to the half-forward flank on the northern side of the ground. Trotters after it. There's the siren. Siren's gone. North Melbourne's first ever flag. And the final scoreboard now reads, at the MCG in the 1975 Grand Final, the final scoreboard reads North Melbourne 19-8-122, Hawthorn 9-13-67. You don't have to be real smart to work out they met a better side on the day. Now we stand by now, Sir Morris Nathan, President of the Victorian Football League.
Of the Victoria Football League, I have the utmost pleasure to ask His Excellency the Governor, patron of the league, to present the Championship Cup to the captain of the victorious North Melbourne team, Barry Davis.
Oh, listen to this ovation.
Barry, congratulations.
Well, I don't know if any of the relay stations on the 7 network would want to leave us, but a pretty moving moment, really. If people like Lou Richards and myself, who know the background to North's climb up, can't help but feel a little bit excited and somewhat emotional at this moment. Bremner and Wayne Shimmerbush exchanging Guernseys. And now has the victory lap. Marvellous scene. Well, I think that right now, on behalf of our director, Alf Potter, and my very good friend, Lou Richards, it's time for me, Michael Williamson, to return all stations back to the studios following North Melbourne's magnificent win in the 1975 Grand Final.
I'm here to tell you about the fantastic Name the Game series from Australian Football Video. Now, there's over 200 games available, including final series, state games, night premierships, and the